James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, pleasant good evening. Welcome everybody to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis coming back at you once again with another live heavy hitter live stream with another video. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. It is Hump Day Wednesday. It is a very high contested rating evening here in NYC. But even if it's in NYC, we are giving to you. We are in the Fizzer Forum, giving you Milwaukee Bucks basketball. Smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe as you guys come in. Make sure you share this on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate that. Shout out to Hayden Sports. Shout out to G Money. I think the Celtics will fear the deer tonight. Bucks have too much length and quickness for the Celtics to handle. The Bucks have been playing better after a slow start. Also, last time these squads, Tatum banked in a three to give Green the Leprechauns the lead on the Greek Creek, choked the free throw that will send the game to overtime, and the Celtics by 1. Shout out to Hayden. Happy that the Nets beat the Blazers last night. How so? How come? How come you're happy they beat them last night? I will be interested to hear why in the comment section. The game is about to start. Well, not exactly just about to start just yet, but it will be there pretty soon, man. But you know, Hoodie Lou had to come in. It's about to do this content, man. So you already know how it is. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe as you guys come in for the Lewis Sports Network, man. Truly appreciate that. Definitely would like to hear how come. The Nuggets stay at 5th place. They're ahead by 1 game. Yep. They definitely are. All right, let me go to the stream. About to get started on that. Let me find this stream. About to do this game. Yeah, make sure to hit that like as you guys come in. Make sure to hit that subscribe. We got the Celtics and the Bucks. Any Celtics and Bucks fans, let me know if you are in the building. The Nuggets are playing the Raptors tonight, so Hayden, good luck to your Denver Nuggets tonight. Another team that they got to beat, that they should beat because the Raptors, they've been struggling this year. Yeah, I saw that Harden had 17 assists last night. You know, at first I was very iffy on the trade. I'm like, why would they trade and mess up their chemistry when they got James Harden? But the key thing was James Harden decided to take a backseat role and decided to be more of a playmaker. Salute to Brandon Nicholson in the building. Appreciate you. Brandon, quick note, man. I just wanted to say something personally to you in terms of wrestling. I don't know if you know this, but Kane, Glenn Jacobs, one of your favorites from the Attitude Era, he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Today is the Undertaker's birthday, Mark Calloway. So, like I said, happy birthday. I put up a video earlier, just letting people know that Kane is going into the Hall of Fame. I'm super excited for him. One of my favorite all-time characters in the Attitude Era. I'm so happy to, see Kane is going to get inducted. I think he's one of the more underappreciated big men because I know Mark Calloway, obviously, come on, it's The Undertaker, but I think Kane is one of the more underappreciated, and it takes 2 to tango. The Undertaker-Kane storyline was one of the best in WWE history. You couldn't have asked for 2 other guys to pull it off. They did amazing work together, and as a fan, I appreciate them both. Part of my childhood growing up. Rest in peace to Paul Bear, because I know that he would have been proud if he would have, seen Kane to get in. All we need is it would have been so cool to see the 3 of them take a picture together. It's a shame we're not going to get to see that because Paul Bear obviously no longer with us. Rest in peace, Percy Pringle, Paul Bear. It's a shame, but shout out to Ryan in the building. Appreciate you coming on through. Let's take a look at the NBA standings before I get ready for the stream in just a bit. I wonder if the game is going to be on the 4-letter network. Oh, yes, it is. It is a primetime game. Would you look at that? So make sure to smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. And let's go to the NBA scores and also upcoming games for today, Wednesday. Again, shout out to Ryan in the building. Again, guys, like this video. Make sure to share this video as well. Brandon says, Lewis, that's what's up. I'm going to check your video out now. Thank you for telling me. And again, guys, if you guys please make sure to share that video as well. All right, so we're looking at today, Wednesday. So let's see who's playing currently. All right, so the Pistons have an 18-14 lead over the Indiana Pacers. Our game 7:30, Celtics and Bucks. We got the Nuggets and the Raptors also 7:30. Shout out to Karam in the building. We got the Suns and the Magic at 8. We have the Cavaliers and Bulls there at 8 o'clock. We got the Grizzlies and Thunder at 8. Karam, your Thunder. Hopefully they beat the Grizzlies. We got the Mavericks and the Timberwolves. We got the Hornets and the Rockets. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 games at 8. The Clippers are in San Antonio tonight. We got the Hawks and the Kings, and then we got the Nets and the Jazz. This is what I said about the Portland Trail Blazers. With all due respect to the Blazers, they're fraudulent. No Kyrie, no KD, and they still could not. And they got CJ McCollum back, and they still couldn't beat. They still couldn't beat. They still were not able to beat. Hold on, let me raise the ire of the green screen a little bit. Let me raise it up a little bit more. They were still able to beat them last night. That to me was crazy. There we go. Sorry if my mic is disappearing, but that's because of the effect of the green screen. Okay. This should be tolerable. This should be tolerable. St. Gilgeous-Alexander's out for a significant period of time. What did they cancel? Did they cancel the game, G Money? Because I noticed that it's or are they doing a back-to-back in San Antonio? Is that it? Oh, it's a back-to-back. Yeah. The Clippers are playing today and tomorrow in San Antonio. That's the game I'm actually going to do tomorrow, Clippers and Spurs. So I'll be doing that game tomorrow. Yeah, because they're playing in San Antonio tonight, so it's going to be a back-to-back, unless if they change the schedule. But that's what I see in the NBA schedule right now. Okay, so the game is actually going to start in 13 minutes. So we got back-to-back-to-back MVPs. There's only been 3 guys in NBA history to do that. That's Larry Bird, Will Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. Giannis, if he were to do it, he'd be only the 4th player in NBA history to win back-to-back. This year, he's given you, last year, 28.5, 13 rebounds, 5.8 assists, 9 triple-doubles. He has 29 points this season, giving you the same field goal percentage, 11.7 rebounds. So his rebounds are down, but his assists are actually up. So last year it was 5.9. This year he's at 6.5, and he has 7 triple-doubles already. He had 9 all of last season, but remember, that was stopped due to the pandemic. Giannis has more time to actually eclipse the amount of triple-doubles that he had last year. So, but yeah, these guys are starting in about 13 minutes, man. So, Ryan says, what's your thoughts on what Charles Barkley said about Harden, better player than Kobe? And I forget the other player. Actually, no, what he said was he was the better offensive player than Kobe or Jordan. I don't know. Part of me thinks it probably could be for clout. A part of me thinks that it's possible he's taking a shot at Michael Jordan. I don't know. Maybe a part of me thinks that he really thinks that Harden is one of the more skilled offensive players ever. I don't think he's saying he's a better player. I think he's saying that he's a better offensively skilled player than Kobe and Jordan. I don't personally think so, but that's just his opinion. That's just his opinion. Unless if he's just talking crazy. I don't know. All right. Kemba Walker, 13 points, disappointing. Marcus Smart, he's not known as a scorer, but I thought he would be averaging at least in the teens, but that's a bit disappointing. He's averaging only 9.6. Jaylen Brown's at 24 and Jason Tatum is 25. But right now, when they've played together in the starting lineup for only 7 games, they're only 2-5, the Boston Celtics. But the thing is, that's just part of the problem. They have issues with their bench. They don't have depth in their bench, and they lack size. That's the problem. It cannot just be Tatum and Brown. They don't have a reliable third scorer. They lack depth, and they lack size. So I think that in the Eastern Conference, unless they get matchups where they could just go with a small ball lineup, there's just no way that the Boston Celtics are going to go deep in the playoffs. Shout out to Brandon. Appreciate that with the like. No problem. Again, guys, for you wrestling fans, Glenn Jacobs, a.k.a. the Big Red Machine King, is being inducted into the WWE Hall of Famer. Here's the thing. If Lonzo goes to the Clippers, he's going to help with their defense and their playmaking at the point guard position, but he does not help them. He's improved his three-point shooting, so that actually helps. And his free throw shooting, he's shooting almost 80%, so that actually helps the Clippers. The only thing that it doesn't really help him in is leadership. That's the issue with Lonzo Ball. It doesn't help with leadership. So the game should be starting in about another 11 minutes. But salute to everybody in the chat again. Like the video, guys, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you're new. If you are a Bucks fan, welcome to the stream. If you are a Boston Celtics fan, welcome to the stream. But I will be doing this game tonight. And, shout out to everybody so far that is over here. But my thing is, if Lonzo becomes a 76er, who are the Sixers going to trade? And what do you do with Ben Simmons then if you trade Lonzo? Do you move Ben Simmons to the 2? Ben can't shoot, or unless he can shoot, but he just doesn't choose to take jump shots. Remember, Ben doesn't show me that he's going to But who are the Nuggets going to give up who are the Nuggets going to give up if Lonzo goes to the Nuggets? Because I heard that Lonzo could be a Clipper or a Sixer. I haven't heard anything about the Nuggets. The Nuggets, if they somehow can surprise me, but I don't think the Nuggets have the assets to get rid of because Gary Harris really hasn't been healthy. His numbers have gone down from 2 years ago in the last 2 seasons. I don't think people are going to want to have Gary Harris unless he would have some kind of expiring contract or something, but no, not a lot of production. Lakers could tank if they're out of the playoffs. That'd be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Yeah, but Hayden, does Gary Harris bring any value? Is Gary Harris a player that the Pelicans want? Because if the Pelicans don't want Gary Harris, then there's no way they're going to take him. I don't think he's going to go. I don't think the Pelicans are going to take that deal. I don't think so. If you're going to trade Lonzo, you want to have some kind of value. Lonzo's having the best season of his career. He's having the best season of his career. And the thing is with the Pelicans, why would they want another big in Millsap? Millsap is aging. The Pelicans are a much more younger team, with Brandon Ingram. You want something that you want to build around Ingram and Zion. When you understand trades, because since you're you say no. I understand you don't want Gary Harris anymore, but my thing is, who are you going? Shout out to Ron in the building. Appreciate you again, guys. Make sure to like this video as you guys come in. Celtics and Bucks going to be starting at around 7:48. So we have ourselves about 9 minutes before the game starts. Didn't realize the game was going to start so late. Lakers tanking would be another one of many boneheaded moves the Lakers made this season. But think about this. In Mr. Anonymous's two out of 3 years, you don't make the playoffs and then due to injuries. Remember, who was it that wanted to push for the bubble to happen, Mr. Anonymous? The league wanted to push for it, but they don't care. Does Adam Silver look like he cares? No, he's just gonna let it play out. So I'm not gonna be surprised. All right, so the game is starting in another 8 minutes. So we're looking at a 7:48, 7:49 time to start. Okay, so back-to-back winners in NBA history. We have Giannis, Steph Curry, LeBron James, Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. That's already 7 players. Larry Bird, Moses Malone, 9, Kareem, 10, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell. So Giannis is only one of 11 players to win back-to-back MVPs in NBA history. But Giannis would be only the 4th player in NBA history to win back-to-back MVPs if he were to win it this season. So right now, you know what gets me upset about LeBron? LeBron is in the same boat as Joel Embiid. LeBron is in the same boat as Joel Embiid. So why is it that he leaps Joel Embiid? Because he's played more games? Listen, man, the media so badly wants LeBron to win this MVP. It's not a lifetime achievement award. I don't care if you're in your 18th year. Marcellus Wiley said it best. Last year, you averaged 25 points, close to 8 rebounds, led the league in assists in your 17th year. Giannis just had a historic season, and he was doing more with less. The problem is that some of these fans want to go, oh, but the playoffs proved that Giannis was not the MVP. It's a regular season award. Hello. If the MVP was given to the best player, that changes it. The problem is that's not how it works. So they need to stop crying because, again, nobody cried when Bron won 4 MVPs in 5 years. So please stop crying, okay? That would be LeBron, who says he doesn't care about MVPs when he clearly shows he does, and his fanboys who continue to act like they say he's the GOAT, but they want him to win more hardware. I just don't understand it. Here's the thing, Hayden. I think Joker has a good chance it's going to be tough for Nikola Jokic. I made my video as to why I think he's the MVP, but the problem is the Nuggets are going to have to move up in the standings because I just think the narrative is going to go against Jokic. He has to bring them to at least about a third seed. If they can get to a top 3 or 2 seed in the Western Conference with the fact that the Lakers are falling right now with no LeBron and AD, Jokic has a better chance. Somehow I think the media is probably going to want to try to give it to James Harden. I don't know. They're saying he doesn't deserve it. They're saying because look what he did in Houston. He quit on his team. I was like, but you guys weren't saying that. Exactly. He's not going to get it because part of it is because they want him to win it. You can't tell me that they don't want. Again, it's just showing you right now. And the thing is, Denver's in the middle of the pack. They're 5th. They got to go up in the standings. They got to get hot. They got to play well, and Jokic has got to be a part of that. So, that's what I did. Ron says, are LeBron's numbers better this year than last year? They're 25, 8, and 8. So I don't think so. The thing is, if you look at LeBron's numbers throughout his career, it's really been consistent. The only transcendent season that he really had was, in my opinion, 2013. He had pretty good stats in 2009 and 2010, and I think he deserved both of his MVPs in those years. But 2013 was clearly his best season because that was LeBron at his physical and mental peak. When you talk about his overall basketball acumen, he was at his physical and mental peak when it came to his total game. The guy was scoring 30 to 40 points on like 12, 13 shots. Yeah, obviously it helps when you have Wade and Bosh, but still, like LeBron was just showing you that great basketball IQ, at that time. All right, so looks like we're going to take another commercial break, and we should be ready for this basketball game coming up right now between the Bucks and the Boston Celtics. I'm about to switch my green screen right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that looking real nice. I like that, right? That looking real nice. It's all about Mr. Anonymous, man. Make moves when he wants to. If he goes down, everybody goes down. Oh yeah, you know how it is. Also, the thing is, I don't know if the Lakers can make moves. Tomorrow's the trade deadline, so we're gonna have to wait and see what moves the Lakers can make. They're saying that Andre Drummond is gonna make a huge difference. I think it's tough to say because he will help them defensively, but I wonder if the other guys are going to be engaged defensively and play, because then what happens is if they start to win games on Drummond's impact defensively and his rebounding, when he's never really been an impact player like that, I just feel like he gets a lot of empty rebounds and block shots. But then another part of me says, he hasn't really been on a great team neither. So, maybe, with another team, it probably might be. Let me see. Drummond not going to the Lakers. Drummond actually laughed at the notion. They asked him that he wanted to be a Lakers, that he wanted to be a Los Angeles Laker. Like I said, the only thing I can either see is LaMarcus Aldridge, but I don't know how LaMarcus Aldridge fits their style of offense. He's not really much of a defender. He plays with his back to the basket, unless if they make him. He does do well with pick and pop. And then LeBron will have to be the playmaker. I just want to see how they're going to do with their lineups. There's just some of these pieces don't fit. I heard that the Lakers might even try to get Kyle Lowry. I hear the Nets can offer Drummond more money and a bigger spot than the Lakers. Yeah, the Nets have more. Yeah, they actually have a roster spot for Drummond, so he can actually go to that team. If the Nets get Drummond, he doesn't even have to do much. He just has to do his role, and it's going to be a problem because now the Nets are pretty much deep at every position. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm back. Man, so they're showing the pregame. We're about to get started. Make sure to smash that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on. We're getting ready to do this game. All right, man, so get ready. It's a little bit warm up in here, so let your boy get rid of this. All right. Listen, Brad Stevens is a good coach. He's not a great coach. He's not a great coach. He's good enough to get you to the conference finals, but that's it. That's the best he can do. All right, guys, it is time, baby. We are at the Fizzer Forum right here in Milwaukee. Boston against Milwaukee. Boston right now. Here we go. Starting lineups. We have Kemba Walker, Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Daniel Theis for the Boston Celtics. For the Milwaukee Bucks, we got Drew Holiday, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez for the Milwaukee Bucks. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. Make sure those notifications are turned on. Share on the social media platforms. We are getting ready for the opening tip. Chris Middleton getting ready, stretching out right there at center court. Theis and Lopez to jump it up. And the Bucks win the opening tip. Giannis has got the basketball. So here is Drew Holiday, and we are underway right now on the Lewis Sports Network. All right, as I say that, Drew Holiday gets a bump right there from Kemba Walker, and then Chris Middleton passes it over to Drew Holiday in the left corner for three, and he drains it. Bucks take a 3-0 lead to start. Smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. Make sure to share on the social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Here's Kemba Walker. Gives it over to Marcus Smart on the right side. Jason Tatum started the cut. Then he gives the ball to Jaylen Brown on the cross court. Fakes a three on the left wing. Fakes it. Shoots a little floater. And he scores in the paint easy. And we have ourselves a 3-2 basketball game. Here comes Drew Holiday looking like the Karate Kid. Looks like he was on the episode of Cobra Kai. Gives it to Chris Middleton. Try to lob it inside. The ball is batted. But given to Brook Lopez. Shoots a three-pointer. And he drains it. Already we have ourselves a 6-2 basketball game. Milwaukee up by 4. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here is Marcus Smart with the pass from Kemba Walker. Jaylen Brown trying to get open. Jason Tatum gets the ball, gives it over to Daniel Theis. Daniel Theis trying to look, gives it over right back to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum on the roll, gives it to Theis. Theis shoots the baseline jumper, can't hit. And nice offensive rebound put back by Jaylen Brown for the score. It is 6-4, Milwaukee up by 2. And then I say that Chris Middleton goes into the paint. He gets stripped, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Milwaukee basketball. So Milwaukee got off to a very slow start this year, but they are now 28-14. They're third in the East, and they're only a game and a half out of the top spot in the Eastern Conference. Just like that. I think that this is a better team. The only question is, again, will they do it in the playoffs? And then as I say that, three-pointer shot by Chris Middleton up and good. Milwaukee takes a 9-4 lead. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Daniel Theis with the ball, gives it over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with the hesitation in the crossover, crosses over left, goes behind the screen, shoots a three-pointer, drains it. Both teams making shots early. We have a 9-7 ball game. Hopefully we get some more people in here. Rainy Wednesday up right here in the Lewis Sports Network. 9-7. Here's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo gets into the post on the right block, posting up Marcus Smart. Takes a turnaround jumper. Wow, that was a terrible looking shot. He has to fix that mechanic. They're going to be able to defend him easy in the playoffs, but he doesn't fix that. They need to put him in the post. Beautiful bounce pass by Marcus Smart, drawing a double team in the paint on the penetration of Daniel Theis for the score. We are tied at 9, ladies and gentlemen. Nice playmaking skills right there and by Marcus Smart. The Karate Kid, Drew Holiday, with the basketball at the top. Gives it over to Brook Lopez right just above the free throw line. Got Theis on him. Takes one dribble, takes a spin move, takes a one-legged Dirk fadeaway, knocks it down. Bucks taking 11-9 lead. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right. Here's Marcus Smart, gives it over to Kemba Walker. Dribbles on the right side, goes behind the back to Daniel Theis. Daniel Theis shoots a three-pointer over Brook Lopez, and he drains it. And Boston takes the lead. They are up 12-11 at the start of the first quarter. Another key is going to be Mike Budenholzer. Is he going to be able to make adjustments in the playoffs? Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Middleton with one dribble decides to take the three-pointer. He does not get the foul call. Here come the Boston Celtics. Kemba with a skip to Malou move, goes behind the back, passes to Theis. Extra pass to Jason Tatum on the right corner. Jason Tatum with a mismatch. He's got Brook Lopez on him with the crossover. Decides to take the James Harden step back three, but he can't hit. And the rebound is off to Chris Middleton. Jaylen Brown got away with a foul. Here's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis full head of steam. Goes, Euro step. Goes up for the basket. Nice block. But then he gets the basket anyway. So Giannis showing that strength. He gets the basket plus the foul. Or they say foul before the basket. Well, so I guess the basket's not going to count. That should be continuation, though. Yeah, he got him on the hand. Oh, he came down before the ball. Oh, so they're gonna call a jump ball on that play. Ah, okay. Celtics Bucks fans, man, salute, stand up. DiVincenzo gets the ball. Here is Drew Holiday, dribbles on the right side. Nice spin move over Jaylen Brown, goes with the left hand. Beautiful move on the spin by Drew Holiday. Bucks take the lead. 13-12 is the score. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Kemba Walker with the ball to give it to Jaylen Brown. Right back to Kemba Walker. Gets a tight screen. Comes on the right side. Another behind the back pass. Tight shoots another three-pointer. He can't hit. And the rebound's off to Chris Middleton. That's the problem with this era. Too many threes. Middleton. Beautiful seal by Brook Lopez. Fakes. Goes up. Gets blocked. Seals again. Goes up again. And he's able to put it in. Man, that was a delayed 2 points right there by Brook Lopez. And the Bucks take a 15-12 lead. 8:04 remaining in the first quarter. Smash that like. Hit that subscribe. Share on social media platforms. Here's Kemba Walker with the ball, gets a tight screen, hesitates, starts to dribble, goes up with the layup on the reverse with the right hand. He can't hit. The rebound's off to Chris Middleton. Here come the Bucks in transition. Middleton, hesitation with the left, spin move, stops the dribble, gives it a Holiday. Nobody near him. Takes a three-pointer. He can't hit. DiVincenzo tries to chase the ball, loose ball. Tyson's got it. Middleton chases the ball. And then Drew Holiday shoots another three-pointer, but he can't hit, and the rebound is off to Jason Tatum. 15-12 is the score, start of the first quarter, 7:29 remaining. Tatum comes off the screen, shoots a three-pointer, can't hit. That's my problem with Jason Tatum. Settles for too many threes. I'm concerned about him by playoff time. All right, man. Here is Brook Lopez, puts the ball on the floor. He traveled, man, but he gets away with it, and he knocks it in, and the Bucks take a 17-12 lead first quarter. Bucks up by 5. Ball's over to Marcus Smart. They give the ball over to Daniel Theis. Marcus Smart goes off with a runner. He can't get the basket, but he will draw the foul with 7:01 remaining in the first quarter. Make sure to smash that like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. Share on social media platforms. Lewis Sports Network giving you Bucks versus Celtics right here in the Fiserv Forum. An Eastern Conference matchup between two teams in the Eastern Conference. The Celtics don't have the big men to really guard him. They're gonna have to swarm him. But the thing is with Giannis, they give him more attention, so he's gonna get the looks. Anyway, Jaylen Brown puts it up, misses, and the rebound is over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Tried to run with the hook, but he missed. Giannis, quick, that was a terrible pass, man. He shot it way too strong. DiVincenzo wasn't even looking. So that's an unforced error by the Bucks on that turnover. That's on Giannis. That's Giannis's fault right there. That's on him. And it looks like we're gonna have ourselves a timeout. So right now, Milwaukee has a 17-12 lead over the Boston Celtics right now at the start of the first quarter. Again, make sure to like the video. Hit that subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. G Money says that Brown has been the only real consistent Boston Celtic this year. He's been more consistent than Jason Tatum. He's shooting a better field goal percentage than Jason Tatum. And their points are nearly identical. I think Jaylen is averaging just slightly almost under a point, less than Jason Tatum. If you do the percentages. And what I mean is if you count the decimals, because I'm pretty sure there was decimals in there. So Tatum has been up and down, and Kemba hasn't even really been average. I'm gonna be honest. Kemba has not been good. Forget average. Kemba has not been good. It's like he gives you one good game every 10 to 15 games. That's not even average. If we talk an average, it would be more so about 7, 8 games. But Kemba gives you a good game every once 10 to 15 games, and that's just not good. And if you're depending on that in the postseason, the Celtics are going to be a second round exit for again. And Brad Stevens, he just does not. Like I said, I could tell that his attitude and his demeanor and his personality, he cannot coach superstar players. He can't. It has to have a team that has young superstar talent like Tatum and Brown. But even then, it's getting to the conference finals is not enough, man. You got to get to the NBA Finals. This it's just, and I said it again, they don't have the size and the depth to go deep, and they don't have a consistent third guy. So because of that, the Celtics are not going to go to the finals. That's just not hate. When I watch them, you could clearly see that they are not finals contenders. They should be. They should be. But now Tatum and Brown, they have to do much more than what they should. And the thing is, if you go in a matchup against a team like, think about it. It's just not good on their part. All right, so we're still on commercial break. 17-12 is the score. Milwaukee is up by 5 to start this game. Man, still waiting for the score right now. There we go. Yeah, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. All right, man. The Bucks, since the All-Star break, they have the best record. They're scoring the most points, 126.8 points per game. They're first in rebounding, third in 3-point and field goal percentage, and third in 3-point percentage. So the Bucks are playing better. 6-game win streak right now. All right, man. Boston with the ball. Daniel Theis gives it over to Jason Tatum. They give it over to Kemba Walker on the right side. Back to Daniel Theis in the middle of the floor. They give it to Tatum. Hesitates, dribbles left, stops the dribble. They give it to Theis. Theis then gives it, bounce pass. And then we got a shoot 3 shot by Jaylen Brown, and he drains it. 2-point game. Score is 17-15. I should like, hit that subscribe. Here is Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton puts the ball on the floor. Nice head shoulder fake move right there on the baseline for the fadeaway jump shot. Nice turnaround. Milwaukee takes a 19-15 lead. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. All right, here's Kemba Walker. Bounce pass to nice fake. And then Daniel Theis gets the basket plus the foul. And good job by Daniel Theis avoiding this potential injury. And Pat Connaughton was kind of dangerous right there because his knees were up on his back. Pat Connaughton's got hops, man. I got to give him credit for that. He does have hops. The foul is on him. And like I said, you can tell he got stronger. Whoa, the newly acquired P.J. Tucker into the game for the Milwaukee Bucks. In the Eastern Conference is P.J. Tucker. Yeah, that was dangerous by Pat Connaughton, man. He really could have hurt himself. All right, so score 17-19. Okay, he was traded to the Bucks on March 19th. And Daniel Theis makes the free throw. So we got a 19-18 basketball game right now. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Chris Middleton with the ball. They give it over to Brook Lopez on the left wing, being guarded tightly by Daniel Theis, all over him. Then they give the ball to Chris Middleton, goes on the face-up, goes on Grant Williams, kicks it out to an open P.J. Tucker in the corner for 3. He can't hit. Rebound is off to Grant Williams. They give the ball to Marcus Smart coming up on the right side of the court. Behind the back pass to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown fakes a 3, starts a drive, gives it over to Marcus Smart. He shoots a 3-pointer. He can't hit. Rebound is to Donte DiVincenzo. Here comes DiVincenzo on the Fiserv forearm sign. The shots to shoot a deep 3 from Fiserv and said, Fiserv. Knocks down the 3. 22-18. Bucks go up by 4. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. All right, and as I say that, Kemba takes a quick shot. Did he get fouled at the 3-point line? If he did, that would be a bad foul by Donte DiVincenzo because then Kemba would shoot 3 free throws. All right, man. So we got a side out of bounds right now. Make sure to like the video as you guys come in. All right, here is Marcus Smart with the ball over to Grant Williams. Williams gives the ball over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown goes with the crossover. Jaylen Brown decides to take a step back three. Not a good shot by Jaylen Brown. All right, and the rebounds off to Chris Middleton. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Dante DiVincenzo. Dribbles to the left of the court. Stops the dribble on the jump stop. Can't find anybody. Goes to give it over to Pat Connaughton in the corner for three, and he drains it. The Milwaukee Bucks are starting to drain their threes again. It's like I mentioned, folks. They're third in the league in three-point shooting since the All-Star break. 41% of the team when they struggle from there the entire first half of the season. Anyway, Marcus Smart with a beautiful bounce pass over to Jaylen Brown. Nice penetration, nice dish in the paint, 25-20. Milwaukee is up by 5. Smash the like, hit that subscribe, share on social media platforms. We got Chris Middleton, man, trying to shake off Kemba Walker. Spins around him. Beautiful reverse, but 2 under the basket. He couldn't knock that as we see Bobby Portis into the game. Remember, P.J. Tucker was traded for DJ Augustine. And nice pass by inside to Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown is able to get the layup. 25-22. Here is Chris Middleton with the rock. Chris Middleton gives it over to Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis fakes the handoff. He goes into the post on the right side of the floor, takes a turnaround jump shot on Romeo Langford. No, I'm sorry, that's Romeo Williams, excuse me. No, Robert Williams III, excuse me. Robert Williams III. That's my mistake. That's what I meant to say. Robert Williams III. All right, so we got a foul. He kind of hit Portis on the hand as he took the jump shot. No, was it Portis? Yeah. Bro, every time I look at Drew Holiday, I look like I should be watching the episode of Cobra Kai. I really should. All right, so we got a 27-22 basketball game. Milwaukee Bucks by 5. Bobby Portis knocks down both free throws. Oh, no, he actually got an M1 on there. I'm sorry. 28-22. Thanks for liking that subscribe. Here's Robert Williams, gives it over to Grant Williams. Decides to take a step back three, and he drains it. Actually, no, that was Jeff Teague who took that three-pointer. My bad. 28-25, 3:19 remaining in the first quarter. Bobby Portis gets open, shoots a straight-on three, but the shot is long, misses. P.J. Tucker tries to chase. Nice pass inside by Jeff Teague, but Robert Williams loses the basketball into the hands of Drew Holiday for the Milwaukee Bucks. Drew Holiday crosses right, goes behind the back. P.J. Tucker passes it up. See, he passed up that shot because he knows he can't hit that shot. He's a better corner three-point shooter than he is around the wings or anywhere else on the floor. Bobby Portis gets doubled on the baseline. Beautiful pass inside to Connaughton. They give it quickly inside. That was Kosta Antetokounmpo. He missed a hook shot. And what do we have? Do we have a timeout? It might have been that we had a timeout. All right, man. So I know it's 3-something remaining, but the score right now is Milwaukee 28 and Boston 25. As we go on commercial break. I mean, the Nets are interested in Drummond. They're interested in JaVale McGee. I did hear Norman Powell could be a New York Knick. I wonder who the Knicks are going to give up to the Raptors. JaVale McGee would be a nice addition for the Blazers. But the thing is, they also have to kind of really stop. They lack perimeter defense. I could just see that they lack more perimeter defense. Well, actually, no, JaVale. But here's the thing. Even if they add JaVale McGee, they need somebody who can play consistent minutes. JaVale McGee's not going to be on the floor all the time. I mean, think about it this way. JaVale McGee goes to the Nets. That's a former player that played on the Lakers. He played with KD on the Warriors. It'll be good. Shout out to Jay Jeff in the building. What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you coming on through. As always, my man. Again, smash that like and share this video. That's a nice looking book bag. That's a really nice book bag. That's a nice travel bag. I might want to invest that. Shout out to J Jeff with the $5 donation. You already know what it is, man. Salute. Always appreciate the support. Thank you so much, as always, my brother. Appreciate that. Let me see if my laptop is done charging. It's good enough. Okay, guys, we are back. Hold on, is that Brad Stevens talking? I don't know. Oh, yo, Jay, man, damn, he came back with a $10 donation. I'm like, damn, I truly appreciate it, Jay. Thank you, man. I truly appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support as always, homie. You're a real one. All right, back to live action. As we get inside, nice. Jason Tatum knocks down his first field goal. Shout out to Pedro Walker. What is going on, my friend? How are your Pacers doing, by the way? I know Pistons had a 4-point lead earlier in the first quarter when I did the out-of-town scores. So Boston is within 1-2-15 remaining in the first quarter. Giannis, beautiful shovel inside pass to Bobby Portis. It gets blocked, but they're going to call a foul on the play. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thank you. So it's a 1-point game. Make sure to share this video. The Pistons are winning? Wow. Listen, I know the Pistons, they're not winning, but they do play hard. They just don't know how to win. There's Jason Tatum at the free throw. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. He was standing at the free throw line. Milwaukee leads 29-27. Bobby Portis is at the free throw line. Look, their defense since the All-Star break, they're tied for 21st in defense. They're giving up 114 points per game. They're 24th in three-point field goal defense. 39% the opponents is shooting, and they're allowing opponents to shoot 29 free throw attempts, which is all tied for 25th. That's just no good. 30-27 is the score. Jason Tatum takes a step back three. He can't hit, and the rebound is off to PJ Tucker. All right, man. They give the ball over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the left side of the floor, goes into the post, takes a turnaround jump shot. Wow, airballs it. You see, here's my thing, man. Giannis is doing these turnaround jump shots like he's a perimeter player, and he's not. Anyway, Semi was about to shoot that three-pointer before my stream went out. So let me just refresh the stream. We back in here. There you go. Bobby Portis shoots a jump shot, and he knocks it down. And it is a 32-30 game. I didn't even get to see it. It looks like Semi had knocked down that three-pointer. So it's 32-30. Bucks up by 2. And then where was Jason Tatum going with that pass? Nobody was even near the rim. Semi was out at the three-point line. What? Okay. By the life of me, I don't understand that. Anyway, Bucks are up 2. We got a high-scoring first quarter. All right, Pat Connaughton shoots the three-pointer. He can't hit. The rebound is off to Robert Williams III. Into the hands of Jason Tatum. 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. They give the ball over to Jason Tatum, then shoots the three-pointer, misses again. See, Jason Tatum just shoots so many threes, man. Ray Allen, he's proven Ray Allen right. Giannis Antetokounmpo tries to spin, and then Jeff Teague fouls him. Jeff Teague is known to be low-key dirty. 31.3 seconds remaining. Bucks with a 2-point lead. All right, here's Giannis. Fakes it. Nice move by Giannis Antetokounmpo, and he draws a foul. So he faked right, he drove left, and then it gave a little side Euro step at the last. See, that's what Giannis needs to do better. The way that he did that Euro step just now, he timed it perfectly. All his other Euro steps, he'd be traveling like 8 to 10 steps. And he looks so terrible doing it. It looks so sloppy. But in that last one that he just did, he timed his Euro step beautifully after faking right and then drove left when he drove to the middle. That was actually a beautifully timed Euro step. But his other ones, especially on the break, look terrible. So Giannis knocks down the first free throw. Another thing with Giannis is he can't be shooting those 63% from the free throw line, because what teams are going to do is they're going to foul you and they're going to dare you to beat them from the free throw line. That's going to give them a better chance of not only staying in the game, but possibly win the game if the games are close. So Giannis is going to have to find some miracle that he's shooting anywhere from probably 75, even at least 75 to like 80%. If he could get some there somehow, it'll be harder for the defense. All right, so the Bucks lead 33-30. Here's Giannis' second free throw. He misses. But they get the offensive rebound. So that's a poor job on the Boston Celtics. 33-30. We got a 10-second difference between shot clock to game clock. So the Celtics will get the last shot if they get the rebound. Giannis takes it all the way. Beautiful wraparound pass to his brother, Giannis Antetokounmpo, for the score. 35-30. Bucks lead by 5. That's got to be pretty cool, man. My man just passed it to his bro for the dunk. No, literally to his bro for the dunk. All right, man. So here is Kemba Walker takes a fadeaway jump shot at the buzzer, and he does not hit it. It just grazed the net. So, folks, at the end of the first quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks, high scoring first quarter for both teams. At the end of one, we got the Milwaukee Bucks 35, the Boston Celtics 30. You're watching the Celtics versus the Bucks here on the Fizzer Forum on the Lewis Sports Network. As we go on commercial break, smash that like, hit that subscribe. I need the Pistons to keep losing. I need them to get that number 1 pick. Yeah, but you know the lottery. Got to be careful with those lottery balls. No point intended. Giannis needs to hit the gym and practice those free throws. Yeah, but I feel like he could kind of use like a small little jump hook inside the paint, kind of a right hand, left hand hook. He doesn't really need to have a diversified post game because there's really no post play in today's league. But Giannis just needs to put himself in the paint on post ups where he could just go to the rim. They did it with LeBron James in Miami. And the thing is, LeBron does not have a polished post game. For those talking all this nonsense, he does not have a polished post game. But at least what they did was, and Kurt Rambis said this years ago, what they should do is put LeBron in the post to where he's just a few feet from the basket. If he doesn't have a post move, he can spin off the defender and be able to lay it in the basket. Here's the problem with Jason Tatum. I don't know what Kobe taught him. See, this is the problem sometimes. And look, with all due respect to Kobe, I love Kobe. Listen, I love Kobe, here's the difference with Kobe. Kobe did not have such an explosive first step, so he had to take more difficult shots. I'm not excusing his inefficiencies, but I'm just saying that Kobe was not blessed with that MJ quick first step. He had a sturdy body, but again, he wasn't as physically gifted as LeBron or MJ, because those guys, LeBron came in built. When he came into the NBA, the man weighed at damn near 240 when he came into the league. And then you saw LeBron in his Miami days, and at the end of his Cleveland days, the man was a tank. So Kobe was not blessed like that. So Kobe had to take his more difficult shots. Kobe learned to take smarter shots once he learned how to really truly understand the game and learn the team game. So like I said before, Kobe was a great talent in the first half of his career as number 8. Even though he did win with Shaq, again, he was a great talent. Once he got that shot chucking out of his system, that was when Kobe really learned how to understand and play the game with Phil Jackson in their second stint together. And Kobe ended up winning championships, with Ron Artest and Lamar Odom and Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol and Sasha Vujacic and, those guys. But I always say that. The problem is though, it's like this whole mama mentality thing. Tatum does not post up enough, in my opinion, and his shot selection is very poor. Jason, listen, I know Jaylen Brown can sometimes. I know Jaylen Brown can sometimes not take the smartest shots, but he does take smarter shots than Jason Tatum does. I'm surprised Jason Tatum is not looking how Jaylen Brown is doing because Jaylen Brown is actually, taking actually much more smarter shots, which is what G Money mentioned earlier, why Jaylen Brown is the more efficient player. My man said he's cooking some burgers. And I'm sorry, but Brad Stevens, I think he's, overstayed his welcome in Boston. They need a new coach. I feel like also they don't really have leadership because Marcus Smart is supposed to be the leader of the team, but he's on the floor. But I feel like the coaching wise, they just don't have. I'm not even allowed. Jason Tatum is just passive aggressive, if you know what I mean. Technically true. I can understand that. Robert Williams III. Oh wow, gets blocked by Pat Connaughton. All right, man. Jason Tatum quickly passes it over the semi for three, but it's a 24-second violation. So Milwaukee will get the ball back. Boston doesn't even get a shot off in the possession. Was it good Milwaukee defense or was it poor Boston Celtic offense? A little bit of both. I don't understand why Jason Tatum doesn't get to the free throw line. He's starting to remind me like Paul George. They got the handle and the ability to attack the basket, but they settle for step back threes. That's the problem with this era. Ooh. Was that Pat Connaughton who shot that three-pointer? Yep, that was Pat Connaughton who shot that three, and he drained it. And then just like that, Jeff Teague goes right to the rack, and he's able to score. 38-32 is the score. Is that Drew Holiday in the post? Yeah. Drew Holiday misses the hook shot, but he gets his own rebound and he's able to put it in. And Milwaukee takes a 40-32 lead. And then we got a three-pointer shot. Was that Peyton Pritchard? All right, there's Robert Williams on the offensive rebound, and he's able to knock it in, so it's not a 40-34 basketball game. Here comes Connaughton. Oh, no, that's DiVincenzo. Puts it in the post for Bobby Portis. Goes in, takes a quick turnaround, but it is an air ball, and the rebound's off to Jason Tatum. Tatum with the crossover, spins off. See, Tatum has got the ability. He's got the handle. Quick pass to semi, fakes a three, starts to drive on Giannis. They kick it over to Peyton Pritchard. Then they give the ball over to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the dribble. Gets doubled. They give it over to Pritchard. Shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Semi gets the offensive rebound. Passes it over to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is one of their more underrated players on their roster. Very good player. Jason Tatum gets double-teamed again. They give it over to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard late in the shot clock, shoots a three-pointer, and he drains it. Boston pulls within three. It is 40-37. Not to like it, that subscribe. And then here comes Giannis Antetokounmpo, dribbles right. They give it over to Portis in the corner for three, and he drains it. And looks like Semi got hurt. Looks like he got hit in the hip. Oh, man, here's Jeff Teague with the ball. Jeff Teague shoots a three, and they're going to call a timeout. Looks like he got hit hard on the hip as he tried to close out on Bobby Portis for that three. Oh, I think it was when he was guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. Man, he got hit hard. Mac and cheese is good. Okay, Ron says Tatum with his offensive talent needs to drop more fouls and go to the line. It's true. Like I said, he's reminding me a lot of Paul George every time I watch him play. He takes too many step-back threes. Like, you got the handle and the ability to get to the rim. Jason Tatum maybe – I'm sorry, but I see another Paul George just in the Eastern Conference when I watch Jason Tatum. That's who I see. All these guys, Jason Tatum and Paul George, those are two guys that are proving Ray Allen right when it comes to the shot selection in this era. That's all these guys are doing. Yeah, mashed potatoes does sound good. Nice, Jay. Do you think CJ or Dame would fit in Milwaukee, assuming both teams struggle in the playoffs? Let me ask the chat. Do you think CJ or Damian Lillard fit in Milwaukee's system for the playoffs? Well, let me ask you this. I mean, we would have to. I don't know. I don't know if Dame and CJ could actually fit in that system. For Milwaukee, here's the thing with Damian Lillard. I think Damian Lillard, one, he has better range than CJ. See, but now Dame would have to. Now he plays in a system where where the ball's not in his hands. The one says Tatum plays too much like Kobe. Oh yeah, that's what I said. I don't know what Kobe was teaching them, but it's apparently not working. The thing with Kobe, Kobe does is that Jason Tatum doesn't get to the free throw line. That's my issue with Jason Tatum. I said you have the handle. You have a nice first step to get to the rim, but the problem is your shot selection allows the defense to make it easier for them to double team you. Oh wow, Semi is limping to the locker room. Okay, so Giannis had the ball. Oh, that's what happened. He got hip checked by Drew Holiday. Damian Lillard actually would be a better fit. And hey, he would get to play next to Drew Holiday, the guy that shut him down when Rajon Rondo was point guard for the Pelicans. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. We have returned. 9:25 remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jason Tatum on the left wing. Gives the ball over to Jeff T. Jeff T with the fake on Giannis Antetokounmpo. They give it over to Grant Williams. And Jason Tatum takes the fake, shoots the jump shot, knocks it down. Okay, that was actually a better shot. And he set his shot really nicely. So that was actually pretty good. 43-39. Here's Giannis Antetokounmpo with the dribble, goes around the Bobby Portis screen. Bobby Portis gets open, shoots the three-pointer, and he drains it. I see that with Bobby Portis and with Giannis, they play a lot of two-man game where he goes around the screen and then he passes on the ball. So right now it's a 46-39 Milwaukee lead. And then off the steal, bad turnover by the Celtics, and the Bucks take advantage as Bobby Portis hustled and got the dunk, and the Bucks lead by 9, 48-39. Jeff Teague misses the layup attacking the paint. Here's Dante DiVincenzo with the ball on the right side of the court. Dante crosses over to the right, gets all the way to the paint. Nice pass to Giannis, but he gets stripped by Jason Tatum on the way up. Boston with the basketball. And my bad, guys. My stream just went out for a second, so. And then Giannis takes the jump shot, misses. The ball's batted, and there is Brook Lopez with the ball. He recovers the pass. They dump it to Giannis on the baseline. They give it over to DiVincenzo. He's wide open for the three-pointer, and he misses. But I think we're going to have was that a 24-second violation? I think it was. So we got a turnover. Going to prepare for the nightcap? Yeah. Daniel Theis shoots a three-pointer, but he can't hit, and the rebound is off to Giannis Antetokounmpo from Pat Connaughton. Giannis with the right side. Giannis crossover, gets up to the paint. He goes up. He draws the basket. He gets the basket plus the foul. That was actually a good move by Giannis right there. The dribble that he just put on was really tight. Wait a minute. What just happened again? Oh, boy. Okay, I need to replay that. Sorry. I don't know what just happened. Okay, gonna have to find another stream, but I'm pretty sure that the Bucks are going to be up. Yeah, the Bucks are up 49. Let me just go Sorry, I gotta find another stream. All right, let's go here. There we are. So we got a 51-46 score, 6:15 remaining in the first half. Kemba Walker is 0 for 3 in 10 minutes, has no points right now. Okay, Connaughton got fouled, so he knocks down both free throws. We got a 53-46 basketball game. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Bucks go back up by 7. We got 6:15 remaining in the first half. Make sure to hit the like. All right, Kemba Walker dribbles all the way into the paint, but he loses the ball off his foot. That was off of Kemba's foot. Nah, Kemba, that was off of your foot, bro. All right, Chris Middleton with the ball, dribbles all the way, gets to the baseline, takes a one-legged fadeaway on the baseline, and he knocks down the shot. That's a nice shot by Chris Middleton. Bucks lead by 9, 55-46. 5:50 remaining in the first half. They give it over to Jaylen Brown, but he spins and he loses it. Here's Pat Connaughton on the Bucks break. Give it to Chris Middleton. Decides to take the jump shot on the left side, and he drains it. Bucks lead by 11, 57-46. Over the Boston Celtics. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Here is Kemba Walker, gets the pass over to Daniel Theis. Kemba Walker then shoots a three-pointer, finally makes his first field goal, drains it. It is 57-49. Boston pulls within 8. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Pat Connaughton with, DiVincenzo with the ball. They give it over to Chris Middleton, steps back, decides to take a three-pointer, and he rattles it in and out. Nice save by Chris Middleton. And then DiVincenzo dribbles to the baseline, tries to pass it. It's stolen by Marcus Smart. Here come the Celtics on the break. Marcus Smart, beautiful, shielding with the volley with the left hand, and he scores, and it's a 6-point game. It's 57-51. Milwaukee up by 6. Here's Chris Middleton with the ball. Chris Middleton pushes off. Chris Middleton comes off the screen. Chris Middleton gets to his spot, shoots the mid-range inside the free throw line, and he drains it, and the score now is 59-51. Bucks lead by 8. 4:30 remaining in the first half. Here's Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker dribbles left. Marcus Smart almost loses the ball, but he recovers it. He's got Middleton on the switch. Marcus Smart dribbles, decides to take a step back three-pointer. That's not a good shot by Marcus Smart at all. He's not a three-point shooter. I don't know why he's stepping back for 3. Here's DiVincenzo, gives it over to Connaughton. DiVincenzo dumps it onto Middleton on the block. Middleton going to the post. Middleton backing down. Middleton goes for a turnaround. Tough shot. Doesn't get the bounce, gets his own rebound, and he draws the foul. Nice effort by Chris Middleton. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. I see you guys in the comment section. Wow, the Raptors are killing the Nuggets by 24. Ron says it's hard. Terry Stotts and Scott Brooks are the same coaches. They don't have the system. They preach freestyle basketball. Oh, yeah. Ron says it's hard to say about Dame and CJ. Portland doesn't really run an offensive system. It's basically one of those two going one-on-one, and Dame every now and then will kick out to Trent and one of those guys. Damian Lillard needs to play in a system. CJ McCollum needs the ball in his hands. Damian Lillard would have the energy to play defense if he were to play in a system. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Think about it. How is he still being head coach? All right, man. So 1 out of 2 for Chris Middleton. 60-51. Bucks lead by 3. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Here is Marcus Smart. Gives the ball over to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker tried to shoot the 3. Then they give it over to Marcus Smart. Shoots the three-pointer. He can't hit. Another 3 missed. Look at that. They play Kemba off the ball, and he still is inefficient. It's in smart shots. 60-51 is the score. Here is Middleton decides to shoot the three-pointer. The kid is on fire. Middleton hits a 3. We got a timeout by by Boston. Score is 63-51. Bucks lead by 12. We got 3:39 remaining in the first half. Chris Middleton is killing them right now in the second quarter. This Middleton that I see right here is the Middleton we need to see in the playoffs. Because if not, it's going to be a wrap for the Milwaukee Bucks yet again. Well, in my opinion, the Celtics have no chance of getting to the finals. All they do is ISO, and their stars do not create to the level the team needs them to. They have a lot of issues, but the one is speaking all facts in what he's talking about with the Boston Celtics. It's amazing to me that Brad Stevens doesn't get on these guys. He lets them do the same thing. It's like, what are you coaching these players? And I get it. At some point, the players have to take onus and responsibility. But why are they going ISO every time and you're just coaching them the same? They're doing this every single game. Like, think about it. I told you, they have no depth. They have no size. They don't have a consistent third guy. You see Kemba struggling. And like I said, Kemba, BX native like myself, but he doesn't do anything. If he doesn't score, he doesn't do nothing. He cannot do anything else. Kemba doesn't really have intangibles if he can't score the basketball. So he's kind of useless on the court. Look at that. In 10 minutes tonight, he went scoreless. And Kemba, he gives you a good game every 10 to 15 games. You can't have that if you're the Boston Celtics. And why do you let Tatum and Brown continue to just go ISO, especially Jason Tatum? Jason Tatum, I'm telling you right now, is the Eastern Conference Paul George, because they have handle, they have the ability to get more free throw attempts, but they settle for threes. The Mamba mentality ain't working, bro. Just because you play like your hero Kobe Bryant ain't going to mean that you're going to be Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, did it work all the time? No, but it worked well enough for him in his career. Okay? You emulating your game ain't helping you, bro. You need to change it up. Get to the free throw line. You have a quicker first step than Kobe ever did in his career. Those are facts. Now, I'll say this. Kobe's first step was better when he was younger, but it still wasn't as fast as a Mike or even a LeBron. Those are facts. Kobe had to kind of play that way because he wasn't blessed like that athletically. So he had to work that much harder. That's why dudes are saying like Kobe's arguably the most skilled. But, you know, again, that's a tough argument because some people won't think that he's as skilled as Jordan. But again, that's a debate for another day. But that's my point. Jason says it's up to the player if he wants to adapt to a system. I don't know if Dame is willing to do that unless you can promise him a championship. Hey, if that's true. While Portland is a no-risk franchise, it's a reason why Terry Stotts has been there since 2013. No Harden tonight. Portland is a Seattle franchise, meaning they are cool with winning 45, 50 games every season, but don't want to take the big step to take them to the next level. Also, they lack a forward. They should start Melo. To be honest with you, I don't think they should start Melo. Melo is fine in his role. At this point in his career, Melo is fine with his role. Melo starting isn't going to do anything for Portland. It's not. They need a younger forward at this point of Melo's career. Anyway, Jaylen Brown with the ball. They give it off to Kemba Walker, but Kemba Walker loses it, and another turnover for the Boston Celtics. Here come the Milwaukee Bucks. Jrue Holiday gives it off to Chris Middleton. Then they give it off to Brook Lopez. Shoots a three-pointer, but it is short from the left wing, and the rebound is off to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with the hesitation pulls up in the mid-range, misses. That's my thing also with Jason Tatum. Why doesn't he take more pull-up mid-range shots? He likes to pull up into threes a lot. Anyway, Brook Lopez catches with the hook, but the hook misses. It just got short. All right, Marcus Smart with the crossover. Takes a step back three-pointer. He misses. You see what Marcus Smart just did? That's why the Boston Celtics aren't going to win. You see what he did? He brought it down the court. He crossed up his defender and decided to take a step back three. That's why the Boston Celtics struggle. Jrue Holiday with the beautiful pass inside the Brook Lopez. He gets stripped. They don't call a foul. Chris Middleton fakes left, right, goes left. Brook Lopez gets the ball in the corner for three. He can't hit. It's still 63-51, 2:12 remaining. Here's Marcus Smart with the outlet pass to Jason Tatum, and he scores. But notice that now the Celtics, it's like they can't score in the half court. So it's like their best shot is to get baskets in transition. That spells doomsday for Boston in the playoffs. And the fact that their defense has been absolutely terrible. Anyway, Jrue Holiday bumps his body into the paint and he scores. See, the Bucks are actually playing a smarter game. They're moving the basketball. They're getting better shots than the Boston Celtics are. 65-53. Bucks lead by 12. Kemba Walker goes up to the basket. He can't hit. That's another problem that they have at the point guard position. Kemba Walker has a tough time finishing around the basket. Anyway, PJ Tucker shoots the corner three-pointer, and he drains it. And the Bucks, with their biggest lead of the game, they lead by 15. 1:18 remaining in the first half. Score is 68-53. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. All right, man, here is Jason Tatum with the basketball. Jason Tatum catches it at the left wing three, gives it over to Marcus Smart, shoots a three-pointer, and he drains it. I don't know why Marcus Smart is still shooting threes, man. Score is 68-56. See, this is the problem with Curry's revolutionary three-point shooting. Not everybody can be him, and that's what the league is trying to do. And there is a miss by Drew Holiday. And then as I say that, we got a three-pointer shot made by Kemba Walker's second field goal of the game, and it is a 68-59 Bucks lead. 41 seconds remaining in the first half, man. Make sure y'all like this video. Middleton with the constant dribble. Middleton dribbles to the left, gets a switch by Daniel Tice, takes a tough jump shot, misses. And look at the effort by, was that Pat Connaughton? Yep, that was Pat Connaughton. Look at the hustle on the offensive rebound. Bucks go back up by 11. They're up 70-59. 22 seconds remaining. Here's Kemba with the basketball. No, Marcus Smart with the basketball, gives it off to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the dribble, decides to give it off to actually, no, Jason Tatum got it from Daniel Tice. Jason Tatum takes it all the way to the rim. He misses. We got 2 seconds, 1 second. Middleton dribbles on a double team, goes behind the back, puts it up, and it is no good. So we are at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So at the half, the Bucks, with an excellent late charge in the second quarter, up by as many as 15, they will take a double-digit lead into the locker room. So after 2 quarters of action, the Bucks lead by 11 over the Boston Celtics by a score of 70-59. You're watching the Bucks versus the Celtics at the Fizzer Forum right here on the Lewis Sports Network. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure to share on the social media platforms. I truly appreciate that. So let me get into the comment section real quick with the one. He says, Gideon, Melo starting is going to make things worse. And I totally agree with you, the one. It just doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense at all for Melo to start. At this point of his career, he should continue to be a bench player and just fulfill his role. They need someone who can start. It's not that Melo can't start, but it's just in the situation that they're in, it doesn't make any sense for him to start. Malcolm Brogdon could be traded. I think the reason that they probably might consider trading Malcolm Brogdon is because of the fact that I think that the Pacers are just too injured. They haven't been able to really build chemistry all season, and they're just they've kind of gone down in the Eastern Conference. Ironically, when Tatum came into the league, the thing that impressed me about him was that he was skilled with mid-range. He would post up, head fake, and drive to the cup and shoot the three when he was open. The funny thing is, in the way that he played in the East, so Ron, you remember the Eastern Conference Finals, right? The way that Tatum played in that series, you know, I was like, I mean, Tatum is still young, you know, so he still has room to improve. But my thing is, it's like he took steps back to me by him going to go work out and, train by Kobe. I feel like Kawhi Leonard, to me, has kind of done a little bit better in terms of that because he utilizes the mid-range a lot more, in my opinion, than a guy like Jason Tatum. But like I said, Jason Tatum, to me, is the Eastern Conference Paul George. I see a lot of similarities in both of them. And if they don't get into their bad habits in terms of taking so many step-back threes, well, they're going to – but you know what's so funny? I understand partly why Damian Lillard takes those threes. It's partly because Damian Lillard is not as tall as both of you guys. Tatum, you're what, 6'8"? Paul George, you're what, 6'8"? Listed? I should say listed because they're not going to be exactly 6'8", flat-footed. You know, unless I could be wrong. But my point is that you guys are taller than both of these dudes, and you guys are settling for dribble, going behind the back, step back threes, pull up threes, and transition threes. That's how you guys lose basketball games. And I can't believe Brad Stevens just lets it happen. Okay, so Bucks shoot 50%, Celtics shoot 51%. Both teams have hit 10 threes. The Bucks have shot the ball better from three than the Celtics have. The Celtics, they've made the same amount, but they're 10 of 24, so that's 41%. Boston is 10 of 19, so that's over 50%. Boston's actually shared the ball really well. They have 13 assists, but most of those have happened in the fast break. So we got to make that clear. Most of those are in the fast break. Let me just look at the first half stats for both teams. By the way, what's your thoughts on Draymond Green saying he's the greatest defensive player in NBA history? I agree. I agree with Draymond. I agree with Draymond. Let's go to NBA schedule. Let's find the Celtics and the Bucks, and then we'll be on our way. All right, let's go to our halftime. So for the Boston Celtics, it's only been Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum didn't even score double figures in that first half. So check that out. Jaylen Brown had 14 points in 17 minutes, showing you he's the more efficient player. Xavier Thomas says, Draymond. He says Draymond Green is crazy. Right? All right, for the Milwaukee Bucks, Chris Middleton cooked it in the first half. Him and Bobby Portis. Shout out to Xavier Thomas in the chat. Both of them cooked with 15 points each. Check that out. And they've been pretty much the offense for the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez and Holiday both chipped in with 9 in the starting lineup, and that's with Giannis having 4 points. Giannis only has 4 points, and the Milwaukee Bucks are up 11. But what do we say about the defense in the second half for Boston? It's been absolutely terrible. And offensively, they've been even worse. Opponents are shooting 40%, 39% and better from the three-point line. All right, man. So first half, let's go to the stats. We already mentioned about the three-point shooting and the field goal percentage. Let's get to the free throw line. Bucks have gotten to the line more times. They're +9 at the free throw line. Bucks are out-rebounding the Boston Celtics by 8. That's another problem with Boston. Boston's not a good rebounding team. And the Bucks have 10 offensive rebounds. So they got to do a better job of cleaning up the glass. I mentioned the assist. Boston has passed the ball better. Assist. Boston has 4 blocks to Milwaukee's 1. We got 2 steals for Boston, 4 for Milwaukee, 6 turnovers for the Celtics, 4 for the Bucks. Points in the paint, Bucks are winning that by 2. And the Bucks have committed more fouls than the Boston Celtics. And ladies and gentlemen, those are your first half stats right here on the Lewis Sports Network. So let me get to the out-of-town scores. We got a close game, third quarter. Pistons-Pacers, 78-76. Pacers are up by 2. Our game is up, Bucks up 11 at the half. Nuggets down 18 to the Raptors at the half, 72-54. Suns up 42-36 against the Magic, second quarter, 7:44 remaining in that game in the first half. The Cavaliers down by 1 to the Bulls, 39-38. Thunder are up 34-32 on the Grizzlies with second quarter with 7 minutes, 25 seconds remaining. The Mavericks and the Timberwolves, 38-36. Timberwolves up by 2. Hornets up by 6 against the Rockets. For those, again, no LaMelo Ball, likely out for the season with that fractured wrist. Clippers up by 7 on San Antonio, 14-7. We got the Hawks and the Kings tonight at 10. And we got the Nets and the Jazz to round off. No James Harden tonight, as G-Money mentioned in the chat. And then tomorrow's games, we got the Trailblazers and the Heat, the Wizards and the Knicks playing their back-to-back at their Madison Square Garden. Clippers and Spurs, I got that game tomorrow. Warriors, Kings tomorrow at 10. And then we got the Sixers and the Lakers in the nightcap. Sixers' best record in the Eastern Conference going up against the Lakers, who are kind of in a free-form slide a little bit. They have lost, quite a lot of games. And the Celtics and the Bucks actually play on Friday. Look at that. On Friday, I'm actually going to do the Nuggets and the Pelicans on Friday. Unless if they play on Sunday, but. All right, guys, make sure to hit the like. Karan says, I knew this was going to happen. Still with us, SGA, still having the competitive spirit. I knew that was going to happen. Drake could defend, but Rodman, Russell, Hakeem, Kawhi, and etc. are all better defenders than Draymond Green. Draymond Green is a good defender for this era. But then even then, so Kawhi Leonard's won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. So you're going to tell me that Kawhi Leonard to me has better intangibles than Draymond Green. Draymond Green tends to run his mouth a lot because he won 3 titles. Chris Webber came out and said that he's entitled to say that, but here's the problem. When you say that you're great, remember, a good defender says how great they are. A great defender is where people tell you how good you are. There's a difference. See? Remember, there's a difference between good and great. When you're good, you tell yourself that. When you're great, people tell you that. It's a big difference. Because when you're good, it's like you're trying to convince yourself that you're great. But are you great or are you just good? And it's like I said before, take away Steph and Clay. What is Draymond Green without those 2 guys? And don't forget, this is what people got to also remember. Draymond was a bench player under Mark Jackson. When Steve Kerr came, he put Draymond in the starting lineup. So Draymond should be thanking Steve Kerr because I remember Draymond ran his mouth and complained about not starting when he was with Mark Jackson. Okay, so right now I heard that Kyle Lowry is in trade talks with the Sixers and the Heat. They have reached out to talk to Kyle Lowry. Hey, man, Kyle Lowry's from Philly. He'd be a nice pickup for the Sixers. I like him there. And I know Kyle loves Toronto, but I actually like him in a Sixer uniform to pretty much end his career. I just didn't take his comments seriously because that is one of the most blasphemous things I heard from Draymond Green. He always trying to be Charles Barkley. He said his bum needs to be drug tested. The one says Tony Allen is in the greatest combo when it comes to defending 1 through 3s. I can't believe he was trying to disrespect Tony Allen. Bro, Kobe Bryant is on record as saying that Tony Allen is the toughest player he ever faced when it came to guarding him defensively. Why don't you ask Kevin Durant about Tony Allen too? Now, I know Perkins tends to throw a lot of cap, but okay, at the end of the day, still though. But just ask Kevin Durant how Tony Allen was. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what's so crazy about Draymond Green? I looked up his defensive win shares, and I looked up single season defensive win shares. Draymond Green's not even in the top 200. Like I said, he's impactful for this era. But Draymond, I checked the stats. Draymond is not even in the top 200 in defensive win shares. Yet he has a Defensive Player of the Year award. But yet, when I looked up his defensive win shares, Draymond Green's not even in the top 200. I kept looking. I'm like, where's Draymond Green? I could not find his name anywhere. He's not even in the top 200. Tony Allen is a much better defender than Draymond Green ever was and ever will be. That's crazy. I've heard Draymond Green fanboys come out and after spicy, listen, you cannot say that you're the best. G Money's right, because I remember in the 2019 NBA Finals, in that first game, he clearly said that he's the best defender in the NBA. And you got cooked by supposedly Spicy P at the time, which is now Mild P, for 32 points in the first game. Where was that defense at in that first game? This is my problem when I keep saying that they keep overrating Draymond Green. I'm not hating on the guy saying he's not a good player. He's good for what he does, okay? In that system, he's a very good playmaker. Steph plays more off the ball because he's much more effective that way. Under Mark Jackson, he tried to make him into an isolate playmaking point guard that gets you 8.5 to 10 assists. With Steve Kerr, Steph Curry was able to explode offensively in the system. Draymond Green became the playmaker. That's how the Warriors became number one assist. Curry's off-ball movement, and he's not holding the ball, keeps the offense free-flowing. With Curry having the ball in his hands so much under Mark Jackson, he was going to make the offense stagnant. Like, I just crack up, man. The guy's a member of Clutch Sports. That's why I can't take that dude seriously. Why did the best defender in the NBA get suspended in 2016? If you're the best, besides, like my man Ryan said, I guess kicking somebody in the nuts is great defense. And the thing is, he's done it on more than one occasion. As a matter of fact, he should have been suspended when he kicked Steven Adams in the nuts in Game 4 in the Western Conference Finals in the previous round. And do you notice that Draymond Green has not kept himself in the best of shape? Ever since, I want to say, 2018, after they won the title in 2017, Draymond hasn't really been in the best of shape. But yet the same Draymond Green said he could average 20 and 10. Like, listen, Draymond triple single Green? Nah, bro. Nope. That dude is delusional, man. Draymond is good on the help. I'll give him that. Draymond is good on the help. But that dude is all cap. Put Draymond in the 90s. I want to see how well he does against Alonzo Mourning and Chris Webber and Patrick Ewing and David Robinson and Hakeem Olajuwon. I want to see how well he does against those guys. Even against the P.J. Browns of the world, the Otis Thorbs, the Kevin Willises, Charles Oakley, Anthony Masons. I want to see that. Hey, put him up against Rasheed Wallace, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett in the 2000s when them dudes were in their prime. Let's see how well he does there. $70 points allowed, second most in the first half this season. Wow, the Celtics only attempted one free throw in that first half, and they got outscored off the bench 28-18. Jaylen Brown had 14 points in the first quarter. He didn't score. He went scoreless in the entire second quarter. Boston got no bench neither. That's another issue. I told you, Draymond is an all-star because he plays for the Warriors, and it's this era. Trust me. If he was playing in the, you could even say early 2000s, he's not an all-star. Yeah. Facts. They're gonna eat it. They're gonna eat them a lot. All right, guys. So we're back. Third quarter action. Jaylen Brown gets the ball knocked away out of bounds. So the Boston Celtics are gonna keep it. So yeah, getting back to Draymond Green, the one is speaking facts. They're gonna eat him alive in the 90s, bro. Dennis Rodman said it best, man. Yo, you better keep your teeth in and look for your mama, bro. Because that's, if I said that quote wrong, one of you guys could correct me, but I believe that's how he said it. Dennis Rodman said. Dennis Rodman is the true guy guarding 1 through 5. All right, Kemba Walker shoots the three-pointer. He can't hit. The rebound is off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis gives it over to Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez scores in the paint. I'll get back onto this conversation in a bit. So we got a 72-59 Milwaukee Bucks lead. They lead by 13. Here are the Boston Celtics. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Daniel Theis with the ball. Jaylen Brown fakes it like he was going to receive the pass. Kemba Walker gets into the paint. They swing it over to Jason Tatum. Off to Marcus Smart. Shoots the three-pointer, and the ball is short. Rebound is off to Dante DiVincenzo. Here is Drew Holiday. Starts to dribble left on the baseline, being guarded by Jason Tatum. Can't get around Tatum. Tatum using that body to his advantage. Giannis is wide open. Shoots the three-pointer, and he drains it. They're going to give him that shot, but he knocks it down. It's a 76-59 lead, and the Bucks are already quickly on a 6-0 run. They lead by 17. Theis dumps it inside to Jason Tatum, misses the easy layup, 2 under the basket. Here come the Bucks in transition. Giannis starts to dribble, pulls back, decides to shoot another three-pointer. No, that one was too strong. I think he shot that with his form. Shot that too strong. Jaylen Brown with the ball, dribbles all the way to the middle, kicks it out to an open Marcus Smart, shoots a three-pointer, too short again. Boston 10 for 27 in threes. Giannis with the Euro step goes into the paint for the layup, but he is going to draw the foul. So Giannis will go to the free throw line to shoot two. The Bucks lead, so they had to actually change the score because it looks like it was a 2. He had a foot on the line. So the score is 75-59. Milwaukee leads by 16. Continue to hit that like, folks. Yeah, it's going to be 7 degrees tomorrow here in New York. Here's Giannis at the free throw line, but he misses. It's like I said, man, he cannot be missing free throws out here. Yeah, the Boston Warriors, right? And like I said, man, Steph Curry, they really overrate that Warriors team. The thing is, Steph was doing things that the league had probably never seen before. The Warriors were just ahead of the time in terms of what they were doing. But the thing is, a lot of those players that were on that 2016 team, they were not even in some of those guys ended up not being in the league then that very next year. All right, man. So another turnover by the Bucks. I mean, not the Bucks, excuse me, the Boston Celtics. The Bucks will get the ball back. Crazy, man. All right, man. So here's Jrue Holiday. Jrue Holiday gives it off to Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then they give the ball to Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton with the dribble. Chris Middleton dumps it inside to Giannis. Giannis pushes back, passes it to Brook Lopez. Jrue Holiday fakes it. They swing the ball all the way to Dante DiVincenzo, and he knocks down the three-pointer. And the Bucks are cooking right now. They lead them by 20. 79-59 is the score, third quarter. Tice with the ball, 9:43 remaining. Here is Jason Tatum with the rock. They give the ball over to Jason Tatum Jaylen Brown in the corner. Jaylen Brown with the bounce pass to Tice. Tice put the pump fake on Brook Lopez, puts it up, and he puts it in. 79-61. Boston by 18. Milwaukee by 18, excuse me. Giannis with the dribbles left, starts to dribble all to the middle. He gets tripped, and they're going to call a foul on, looks like it's going to be on Daniel Theis. Wow, who is that big lady, man? She came storming fast. You don't see big women that can move like that quick. All right, side out of bounds. Middleton with the ball. They give it to Dante DiVincenzo. Right back to Chris Middleton. They dump it inside to Brook Lopez on the alley-oop, and Boston fell asleep on the defense. 81-61. Bucks up by 20. Here's Kemba Walker, splits the defense, gets all the way into the paint. He goes up, and he puts it in off the glass. Boston goes back within 18. 81-63. And looks like we got ourselves looks like the ball just went out of bounds. So we got 8:57 remaining right now in this third quarter. Milwaukee with an 18-point lead. Remember, it was 70-59 at the half. The Bucks are ready on an 11-4 run to start this third quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. They give the ball to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Dribbles left, goes baseline, puts it up. Wow, he almost made that shot. Going near out of bounds. Wow. All right, they dump it inside to Daniel Theis. Puts it up. Tries to push off Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez almost tips it in. Theis with the offensive rebound, and he is going to draw the foul with 8:34 remaining right now in this third quarter. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. All right, back to live action, and they miss inside the paint by Boston. Here comes the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis with the ball. The ball gets deflected by Jaylen Brown out of bounds. That was going to be a transition 3 for the Bucks if Jaylen Brown didn't step in and deflect that ball with his body. Oh, that's right. Karl Malone, Barkley. Two of the all-time greatest power forwards of all time. Oh, Brook Lopez, the ball goes off his foot, and it's going to be a turnover on the Milwaukee Bucks. Tim Duncan would feast on Dre. Same with Larry Johnson. Brad Stevens should be fired after this season. He should go back to college. I'm gonna be honest. He really should go back to college. I don't think he's meant to be an NBA coach. Drew Holiday with the ball. He goes up into the basket with the left hand. That draws attention. And Brooke Lopez with the dunk. And we got ourselves a timeout. With 8:03 remaining in the third quarter, Bucks take a 20-point lead. They go back up by 20. While the score of 83-63 over the Boston Celtics. Make sure to smash that like and make sure to hit that subscribe. Where is the new tab? I saw something. Wow. So looking back at what I've seen, let me go back into the comment section. Hold on a second. Karam says Brad Stevens, it's not Brad Stevens' fault. The fault goes to Danny Ainge? Nope. It's Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens. Danny Ainge not building the team, and Brad just does not know how to coach. Because why are the Celtics playing isolation basketball? Danny Ainge is not to blame for that. Danny Ainge is responsible for putting the pieces around those players. So he messed up on that part. And I think Danny Ainge is overrated. I agree with you, Karam. But Brad Stevens deserves blame because why is he is another Scott Brooks. At least with Scott Brooks, he went to the NBA Finals. But Brad Stevens, I guess he's supposed to be the smarter version of Scott Brooks, but he lets Tatum and Brown ISO all the time. Why is Marcus Smart a non-shooter taking step-back threes? Oh, it's the era. It's the era. But you see, this is my problem with coaching. You don't understand your personnel. You just do it because everybody else in the league is doing it. But Marcus Smart cannot shoot threes. He's not a consistent three-point shooter. That's the thing that I don't understand with these NBA players. My thing with Sam Presti was, in the organization, they let Russ try to be the guy too long, man. Kevin Durant should have stepped in and should have let him. At least Sam Presti made moves. So yeah, I blame both of them, man. It's like it's enough is enough, man. We can't be giving one pass over the other. Danny Ainge has had this team too long as basketball operations. My man, one championship in what, 17 seasons? President of basketball operations has been Danny Ainge. One chip in 17 seasons. And the thing is, they should have won the 2010 title, but then it's like, dude, how do you get to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 times in 5 years and you got nothing to show for it? And this year, this has been, in my opinion, the worst team that they've had since Brad Stevens even took over this team. Looks like we got a technical foul, and Middleton knocks down the free throw. So the Milwaukee Bucks lead by 21. Smash a like it, that subscribe. Bucks lead by 21. Here is Marcus Smart, shoots a three-pointer, but it looks like Jaylen Brown got knocked down. So they're just taking a look at a graphic of Elgin Baylor. Again, 11-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA first team. He made 10 All-NBA first team. Rookie of the year in 1959. He was the most outstanding player in the NCAA for Seattle. I didn't get to see the rest of those accolades, but that just shows you how great of a player Elgin Baylor was. All right, man. Kemba Walker with the pass to Jaylen Brown, loses it for a second, and we got DiVincenzo, man. Look at the hustle on the defense. Chris Middleton allows it up for Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo draws the foul on the lob. So he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. 84-63 in the third quarter. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Shocker Training Club. Make sure y'all smash that like, folks. I don't have a problem with Mark Daignault. I guess Mark Daignault is pretty much coaching pretty well. That I'm pretty sure I butchered that and pronounced it wrong. Pat Connaughton is coming in. Bucks lead by 21. I'm guessing Brad Stevens got the technical. Anyway, Boston's coming in at 21 and 22. They're eighth in the East. The New York Knicks have a better record than you. Let that sink in. All right, man. Turnover. Here's Jason Tatum. Wow, that was a bad foul. That was a hard foul by Chris Middleton. But anyway, good sportsmanship by Middleton. So we got some discussion with them in the Celtics against the Luther Shocker Training Club. People need to learn from Mark Daignault. Yes, and that's how you say his last name. G Money says the deer beating up the green leprechauns. G Money Boston showing no sense of urgency. Tatum makes the first free throw. 84-64. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. First time I've shown this one, right? Tatum against Giannis. All right, 84-65, 19-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. The ball's given to Brook Lopez in the corner off the Dante DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo then gives the ball to Giannis at the top of the free throw line. Giannis, wow, that dude traveled his ass off. And then Brook Lopez shoots a wild three-pointer, almost a 24-second violation. Best defense the Boston Celtics have played all night. They give the ball to Kemba Walker, and then he travels. Wow, so the Miami Heat are offering Mo Harkless, Avery Bradley, and Kendrick Nunn for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then as I say that, DiVincenzo knocks down the three-pointer, and the Milwaukee Bucks lead by 22 by the score of 87-65. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. They give it over to Jason Tatum, shoots a straight on three. He can't hit, and the rebound's off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Pat Connaughton, gives the ball to DiVincenzo in transition, pull up for three, and he drains it. Bucks with their biggest lead of the game. They're up by 25. 90-65 is the score. 6:19 remaining in this third quarter, man. Boston is just looking terrible. Jaylen Brown with the ball. Jaylen Brown gives it off to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker crosses over, shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Offensive rebound, put back dunk by Jason Tatum. 90-67 is the score, 23-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. And then just like that, they give it to Pat Connaughton, shoots a transition three. He can't hit. The rebound's off to Kemba Walker. Walker decides to pull up for three, and he drains it. It's about time, Kemba. Should have been attacking the rim, but anyway, Milwaukee up by 20, 90-70. Imagine if they blow up this lead. We got 5:40 remaining. And we got a timeout by Mike Budenholzer. So with 5:40 remaining in the third quarter, Milwaukee up by 20. They lead by the score of 90-70 as we head on to this next commercial break. All right, going back. Milwaukee playing with confidence and a lot of swagger. Celtics need a trade. Last time the Celtics made a move. Yeah, Boston is... This is ridiculous, man. Boston has been utterly garbage tonight. The reason being that I think that Brad Stevens is not going to get fired now is because I just think it wouldn't make sense for him to get fired at this point of the season. I guess they're just going to ride the wave. But if I'm Boston, I need to fire Brad Stevens. Kemba Walker, the funny thing is, Kyrie Irving, believe it or not, Kyrie Irving is actually a better fit than Kemba Walker. It didn't show that way in the playoffs, but a lot of that had to do with chemistry problems with the way that Kyrie acted. But if Kyrie Irving was allowed to be 2018 Kyrie in his first year with the Boston Celtics, where Kyrie Irving was actually having impact in non-scoring games and the Celtics would still win, Kemba Walker's been exposed because we thought he was the better fit, but he can't score. He can't score. They need to get rid of Kemba Walker. They have no size. The Celtics have no size. The Celtics have no depth. The Celtics don't have a consistent third guy. And the point guard play sucks. Jeff Teague hasn't been an all-star since the 60-win Atlanta Hawks. Their point guard play is just horrible. Also, Boston doesn't really I feel like they lack shooting as well. And the problem is their head coach does not show any passion on that basketball court, and the players show it. I thought Marcus Smart was supposed to be the emotional leader, but I feel like he's just taking an example of Brad Stevens. I told you, Brad Stevens is another Scott Brooks. We got 2 Scott Brookses in the Eastern Conference. I thought one was enough. No, we got 2 of them, him and Brad Stevens. Sorry, Brad. It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time for Danny Ainge to go, too. This is no hate. It's just facts, man. Shout out to Matty H Productions. Appreciate you again, guys. Make sure to like the video. Rudy Gobert, second in the NBA in field goal percentage, rebounds, and blocks per game. People got to stop with that whole second in field goal percentage. Rudy Gobert's not shooting jump shots. Like, they need to understand that. The reason that field goal percentage is so high with DeAndre Jordan and these other guys, they're bigs. Where are their baskets? Around the rim. Anyway, Boston with the steal. Kemba Walker with, wow, that was a messed up alley-oop. That was such a bad pass. Jaylen Brown had to adjust himself to be able to put that ball in the basket off the glass. 90-72. DiVincenzo gets all the way to the rim, kicks it out to Brook Lopez, fakes it on Tice, and he ends up stepping out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks still lead by 18. Now, this would be a horrible loss for Milwaukee, blowing a 25-point lead to a team that really shows that they really have a hard time scoring the basketball. Marcus Smart with the basketball. Marcus Smart gets all the way to the rim. Nice shovel pass inside, but then it gets stolen by Brook Lopez. So a turnover for Boston. Into the hands of Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton crosses, dumps it, tries to get the alley-oop, and there's no foul call, and Daniel Theis is able to pick the ball up. Here comes Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown gets all the way to the rim. It gets stripped, and nice defense by P.J. Tucker to force a turnover. So it's another turnover for the Boston Celtics. Does Boston, even Detroit competes harder than Boston. Does Boston still have all those draft assets? I have no idea. I didn't even think about that. They might. I don't know if they traded some of them. I don't know. Dude, Brad Stevens makes the same exact face every time I see him. I don't really see him smile. It's just like, bro, Danny Ainge, you was on the Boston Celtics team with Larry Bird and them dudes, man. How you know? I don't know how to construct a team, bro. 92-72. Milwaukee up by 20 once again. Kemba Walker comes off the screen, starts to dribble, kicks it out to Jaylen Brown, shoots a deep 3, miss. Boston does not play a system. All right, Chris Middleton with the ball. Chris Middleton puts the ball between the legs, shoots a 3-pointer, and he draws a foul. Now, does Chris Middleton and Giannis sometimes they get dribble happy? Sometimes. But at the very least, the Milwaukee Bucks at least move the basketball, even though Mike Budenholzer doesn't know how to adjust. But at least he has a system. What does Brad Stevens have? Marty says Danny needs to go and Brad can go unless he starts playing some of the talent right in front of him. Like I said, I look at Brad Stevens, man. That dude shows like he just doesn't care. Middleton misses another free throw, and this is a guy who's having a 50-40-90 season. So we got 4:01 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 20-point game. Bucks have led by as many as 25. I need to make a video about the Boston Celtics when I'm done with this stream. I mean, the Brooklyn Nets are probably only maybe the one team that probably has a system. The thing is, yo, you really see that this is, they talked about, I thought we were supposed to be out of the hero ball era, yet I'm seeing the hero ball era in this supposedly more skilled NBA. And it has to do a lot with the three. 93-74 is the score. Turnover by Chris Middleton, outlet to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's going to get an easy basket, and the Celtics are within 17. Like, Boston, can you show some pride out there on the court? Like, there's no Celtic pride, man. Yo, Tommy Hines is probably rolling in his grave looking at the way y'all playing right now. Anyway, missed by Bobby Portis. The Celtics showing some fight. Here's Jason Tatum, but is he going to settle for three? Is he going to get to the basket? Jason Tatum starts to dribble, gets around the basket, gets into the paint with the hook. He can't hit. Offensive rebound by Robert Williams III, and he scores. It's a 15-point game, 93-78. All right, here's Chris Middleton. Bucks are starting to turn the ball over. And then Jrue Holiday being careless. And unfortunately for him, the Bucks keep the basketball, but that was careless on his part. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The Bucks, they have the Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton system. They technically have the Chris Middleton system when he's on the floor because Chris Middleton tries to be this expert passer, along with puts the ball between his legs. PJ Tucker shoots the corner three, but he can't hit. Excuse me. All right, so we got Jeff T gives it to Jason Tatum on the left. Jason Tatum with the dribble. Jason Tatum loses his balance, gives it over to Jeff T, fakes it three, fakes it, good extra pass, good ball movement, and Grant Williams can't hit the three. Nobody gets the rebound. Jeff T gives it over to Kemba Walker, shoots the three, but he cannot hit. Robert Williams gets the offensive rebound. Kemba Walker shoots another three, and this time he drains it. And it's a 12-point game. So now Milwaukee, they got lazy on those last three offensive rebounds, and Boston's cut it to 12. So with 2:11 remaining in the third quarter, the Boston Celtics are starting to make a run. So they are on a 9-1 run right now currently. And with 2:11 remaining, with 2:11 remaining. 2:11 remaining. I was right. With 2:11 remaining, it is a 93-81 game. So they've pulled within 12. So, yeah, the Bucks have gotten careless. Let me see. Going back to the comment section. Jay says in the 80s and 90s, NBA teams have had systems damn near all of them. G Money says Milwaukee is losing their edge a bit. Boston's on a 16-3 run. I just said 9-1 because I was saying 72-92. But yeah, if you're looking at overall, OKC is up 10 over Memphis. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to share this video. By the way, what's your thoughts on Charles Barkley saying that James Harden is the best offensive player, arguably better offensive player than Jordan and Kobe? What are your thoughts on that if you haven't seen? Rachel Nichols out here looking like Poison Ivy. She could have made a nice Poison Ivy in Batman. Anyway, Jrue Holiday, the Karate Kid, with the jump shot as we get back to live action. Bucks go back up by 14 by the score of 95-81. Smash the like if that subscribe. Here's Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker takes it all the way to the basket. He's able to land. Where has been this aggressiveness all season, Kemba? Finally gets into the paint and score. Milwaukee's kind of gotten lazy, losing their edge. 95-83. Here's Bobby Portis on the fake from Drew Holiday. Nice bounce pass to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday gets open into the paint, and he scores. Poor Celtic rotation on the defense. 97-83. Look, Boston's about to give up 100 points, and we're not even through the third quarter yet. Kemba Walker with the ball. 14-point lead for the Bucks, up by as many as 25. Celtics starting to slowly get back into this game. Kemba, wow, that's a poor lack of concentration by Jason Tatum. Loses the ball, gets the ball back on PJ Tucker, starts to drive on him, takes a spin, takes a tough one-legged. Oh, my goodness, Jason Tatum, man. And that ball is going to go back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Once again, Jason Tatum takes a bad fadeaway. That's just terrible defense. Why are they doubling Bobby Portis on the wing? Makes no sense at all. None. Their defensive rotations to me also are just confusing as well. They were a better defensive team last year. All right, Bobby Portis shoots a three-pointer, and he drains it. Big-time three by him. Bucks go back up by 17, score of 183. I put 1,000. Kind of felt that way when they was up by 25. Kemba with the fake. They give and go. Kemba gets into the paint. They kick it out to an open Grant Williams in the corner for three, and he drains it. Back to 14, 186. 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Smash it like it, that subscribe. Drew Holiday gives it right inside of DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo gives it right back. Here comes Drew Holiday with the dribble. Puts up the shot. He can't hit. Offensive rebound. Hands into Grant Williams. Here come the Boston Celtics. They could cut it to 12 or 11 with 13 seconds remaining. They get the last shot of the quarter. Oh, but he turns it over. Grant Williams turns it over, so the Milwaukee Bucks are going to get the last shot to end this third quarter. Yeah, Grant Williams not happy, but you know what? I give Grant Williams a lot of credit. He, patiently went to the referee and just, let him know what's up. He put his arm around him, didn't show him up or anything, but just wanted to argue about that call. Felt like the ball was not off of him, but he did it. And that Jordan is not his friend anymore, so now Barkley's trying to push narratives. I know why, though. But the thing is, you know what? I got to defend Barkley on this because, again, Jordan likes yes men. And Barkley was just telling the truth as to why Jordan had not been doing a great job as the owner. I agree with Chuck on that. Now, Charles Barkley is obviously wrong, in my opinion, because I know people are going to say, no, he's right. Harden is more offensively skilled than so-and-so and so-and-so. If Harden was, why doesn't he take enough mid-range jumpers? He's starting to do that now that he's with Brooklyn, but why didn't he do that when he was in Houston? You can talk about play style all you want, but sorry. I want Detroit to trade for Norman Powell. He would fit great in Detroit, and he would be a starter. Pistons are on the verge of losing. I want Norman Powell in New York. He'd be a better fit than Reggie Bullock. We got to get rid of Reggie Bullock. NBA Friday, Hawks Warriors, and we have the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks right on the Lewis Sports Network. Wait, what game am I doing on Friday? Oh, no, I said I was going to do Nuggets and Pelicans on Friday. Tomorrow it's going to be Clippers and Spurs, but that ball looked like it was off of Grant. Damn, I see, and he bumped Drew Holiday. Toronto doesn't know how to use Powell. He doesn't get consistent minutes every night. That's on Nick Nurse. Giannis with the dribble. Why Giannis acting like he's some? Anyway, the ball, he misses. Giannis, Pat Connaughton didn't get that shot off in time. Giannis took too much time dribbling with that basketball. Giannis needs to stop acting like he's in M1 because your dribbling ain't all that great. Kevin Durant's got better handles than you, bro, and I'm just speaking truth. Anyway, at the end of three, Milwaukee up by 14. Boston has creeped in closer by the score of now 186. Make sure to hit that like and make sure to hit that subscribe. Wait a minute. So now I'm hearing that the NBA is going to allow 50% of their fans. But here's the problem. Like I keep saying, even if they do that, the problem is that they're still political. And I'm not saying that there's fans who are not going to want to go to the games, but I still don't want to go to the games because I want politics out of the NBA. And once I stop wearing masks, I can go to an arena again. But until then, I'm not going to wear a mask to an arena because what if I want to cheer my team, but I have to scream in my mask? Yeah, no thanks. I'm not trying to have my own saliva and my own breath on a mask. It's already bad enough I got to wear it on the norm. Powell's having a great season, 20 points per game with barely 30 minutes a night. No, Powell, his efficiency has been great. He's shooting the ball with efficiency as well. He's been consistent playing inconsistent minutes. That's how good he's been this year. Very disappointed in Kemba Walker. Very disappointed in Kemba Walker. Look at that. He finally had probably his best scoring quarter of the season. He was 6 out of 9 from the field and scored 14 points in the third quarter. So we're going to take another commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back for the fourth quarter. That's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. Oh, man. All right, so we're back to live action. We got Lisa Salters talking to Mike Budenholzer. Start of the fourth quarter. Drew Holiday with a bounce pass to Giannis Antetokounmpo, kicks it out to an open Bobby Portis in the corner for three, and he misses. Bobby Portis has actually been huge for the Bucks. So a turnover by Milwaukee, but he's been huge for the Bucks. Giannis is only 2 out of 8 from the field. He's played 23 minutes, and Milwaukee was able to have a 25-point lead without him. Or maybe that's just really how bad Boston's been. But yes, Milwaukee also has been playing better, though. All right, we got Jason Tatum in the wow. Why does that guy continue to take difficult shots, man? He's showing me low basketball IQ. You see, this would be part of the reason that they would use that to disrespect Kobe. They're like, what is Kobe teaching them? How to chuck shots? That's what they would say. Here's Jeff Teague, gets a body contact and is able to knock down the shot. So it's a 12-point game. Boston trails within 12, 100-88. Like I said, Milwaukee don't want to lose this game because if they do that, it's an embarrassing loss. All right, we got a miss by 3. Bobby Portis with the offensive rebound, gives it to DiVincenzo off to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the spin, they give it to Bobby Portis, shoots in the corner for 3, and he drains another corner 3-point shot. And the Bucks go back up by 15. They lead 103-88. Here is Marcus Smart. Bobby Portis with 21 points off the bench, 4 out of 6 from the 3-point line. Like I said, been huge. Marcus Smart gets stripped. They're going to call a foul. Looks like they're going to call a foul with 10:23 remaining in the fourth. See, Giannis with the spin, and then he just kicks it out. See, that? You know what? I think Jay is low-key right. Did you see what Giannis just did? He had a full head of steam, put the ball on the floor, spin move, and then found Bobby Portis in the corner. So, looks like the Giannis system. So it kind of goes back to what Jay's saying. 80% of the league really don't got a system. As I say that, Marcus Smart knocks down the free throw. I'm starting to wonder that. I thought we got rid of the hero ball era, yet we're starting to see it again. With no defense, too. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the crossover, dribbles the ball, tries to get into the post, takes a one-legged Dirk fadeaway jump shot, and actually gets the bounce. He scores 105-90. Bucks once again back up by 15. Here's Marcus Smart with the ball. Marcus Smart starts to dribble to the left side. Marcus Smart starts to get in the post. Bobby Portis starts to flash. With a double team. Marcus Smart gets triple team. He goes up, and then he gets fouled on the strip. So, man, Milwaukee beats Milwaukee Bucks improved three-point shooting. Everybody was actually not shooting that great in the first half, but everybody's percentages have gone up in the second half of the season. DiVincenzo, Bobby Portis, and Bryn Forbes are all shooting career highs. Oh, there's no Bryn Forbes in this game. I forgot. He must be out with an injury. Oh, no, it's over for the Raptors. They got to rebuild. I'm going to say this right now. I feel like the Raptors, in my opinion, their championship is like, I don't want to take anything away from them, but they are fortunate that they won that title. I have to say that. Because the reason being is because if Joel Embiid is playing, I don't think they get past the Sixers. I'm going to be real honest. I think they would have lost to the Sixers in 6 games. Give Kawhi Leonard credit for knocking down that shot, but I thought that Kawhi Leonard, fortunate. But he was the only one gutsy enough to take those shots because the rest of the Raptors, they looked nervous in that Game 7. And we got another turnover from Milwaukee. It's a 13-point game. Boston has been outplayed for most of this game, and it's a 13-point game. The Bucks are getting sloppy with the basketball. Here's Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum gets a Grant Williams screen, starts to dribble to the right, gets all the way to the basket, but he can't finish, and that is going to be Milwaukee basketball. I don't understand why he doesn't get some catches. All right, so Brooklyn against Utah. Donovan Mitchell's career highs in points per game, 3-point percentage, rebounds, and assists per game for Donovan Mitchell. But what's his field goal percentage? I want to know what Donovan Mitchell is shooting this season. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Chris Middleton with the ball. Chris Middleton then loses the ball. Another Milwaukee turnover. Bucks can't even take care of the ball. Grant Williams takes it all the way in the paint, and he scores on the layup, and it's an 11-point game. And we got a timeout by Mike Budenholzer. So with 8:53 remaining, the Boston Celtics showing some signs of life. Milwaukee being careless with the ball. As they only lead by 11, it's an 11-point game. 105-94. As we head on to commercial break. The Cavs are up 5 without Colin Sexton. The Bulls are a better team than the Cavaliers, and the Bulls they're still fighting for a playoff spot. It's crazy that they have a shot. The Bucks need to continue to move the basketball like they did when they were up 25. The Jazz will roll over the Nets tonight. If Ben Simmons had a jump shot, the Raptors would have never won the 2019 NBA championship. The Hornets are up 19 in H-Town. Well, not only Ben Simmons having a jump shot, but you know what's so crazy? I even feel like if he didn't have the jump shot, just having Joel Embiid, the Raptors had no answer for him. They would have lost the series. That's crazy to say if against the Raptors. Now, winning the championship, that would have been Ben Simmons' jump shot. Ben Simmons' jump shot would have had them win an NBA title. But just in that series with Toronto, see, Jokic just got the numbers to be MVP, but you're losing to a Toronto Raptors team that the crazy part is they still have an opportunity to make the playoffs, but I know they're not going to make a lot of noise considering that how much they've lost just in these last 2 seasons. Yeah, and Ron is right. Look what he says right here, folks. I want people to read this comment. He says that the teams either run pick and roll or somebody drives and kicks and somebody shoots a three, and the best player goes ISO with 4 seconds left on the shot clock. There's no real system. I thought, you know what's so funny? They always talked about the dead ball era and the hero ball that supposedly ended in 2011. But for some reason, now we see much more pick and roll in today's league with that driving kick. You look at what Giannis Antetokounmpo did in that shot that he gave to Bobby Portis in the corner to put the Bucks up by 15. He started off at the top. He got a mismatch, crossed over, did a spin move, and then kicked it out to the three. And I'm starting to see it. There is some off-ball action because then what people are going to say is that, well, look at some of the tape that what you're seeing. But okay, they're showing Brad Stevens wired, but it's like, why do we need to focus on him? What is he saying in that? What is he saying in that huddle? He's not saying anything. He's like, all right, guys, just put it in the hands of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and I'm just going to have an expressionless look on my face, and we're not going to win this game. Even though the Celtics are down only 11, but that's because the Bucks are being much more careless with the ball in this half, especially in the fourth quarter. All right, Bucks with 4 of their starters on the floor. They give the ball over to Drew Holiday in the post. Drew Holiday posting up. Jeff Teague, they give it over to Brook Lopez, gets wide open for 3, but he can't hit. And the rebound is off to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown pushed off on. That should have been an offensive foul. They dump it to Robert Williams. Good extra pass to Grant in the corner for 3. He can't cut it to 8. Man, that was a big shot. That could have been winning. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes up on the left side. Giannis decides to pull up for 2, but he can't hit. Now the Bucks are starting to get lazy with their offense. They dump it inside to Robert Williams, and then he's blocked in the paint by Brook Lopez. Here come the Bucks in transition. Spin move by Middleton. Gives it to Giannis. Giannis gives it to Middleton. Middleton shoots a jump shot off the glass, and he knocks it down. So we got a 107-94 game. Milwaukee up by 13. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Jeff Teague with the ball, gives it over to Grant Williams. Grant Williams gives it off to Marcus Smart. Then they give it off to Jeff Teague at the top. Pulls back. Where's Kemba Walker? Jeff Teague decides to shoot the three-pointer, and he rattles and he rolls it in. It's a 10-point game. Boston down by 10, 107-97. We got 7:20 remaining in this game, fourth quarter. Chris Middleton with the rock. Giannis flashes like he's going to screen, flashes to in the inside. Middleton takes a fadeaway jump shot, and he gets the roll. I should say gets the bounce. Milwaukee back up by 12, 109-97. Middleton with 23 points on 9 of 15 from the field. Great efficiency. Jeff Teague with the hesitation, goes with the dribble, goes back up, and he is going to draw the foul. Robert Williams' putback does not count, so it looks like he's going to go to the free throw line. All right, make sure to hit that. That is exactly what Brad Stevens was saying in the huddle. Jeff Teague is playing well. Brooklyn play against Utah. I'm surprised that Jeff Teague is still in the league. That's what I'm saying. All right, Jeff Teague makes both free throws, so it's a 109-99 game, 10-point game for the Milwaukee Bucks, 6:52 remaining. Here's DiVincenzo bringing the ball up. Jeff Teague starting to play some tight defense. They give it over to Middleton. Middleton with the hesitation stops his dribble, takes a nice spin. He gets stripped. Another Bucks turnover. Middleton chases it, and the Bucks recover it. Brook Lopez takes it to the rim, and he's going to draw the foul on Marcus Smart, and he gets kicked in the face. Yo, Marcus Smart fouled him, man, and as he fell down, he got kicked in the face. That was funny. Look at that hesitation. Jason Tatum with the spin. Good strip by Jason Tatum, but a good effort by Middleton to slap that ball back to prevent a Celtic fast break. So look at that. He fouls him, and then watch this. Watch this. It's a blooper. Here's Brook at the free throw line, knocks down the first free throw, 110-99. Milwaukee goes back up by 11. Let me update the score. Stipe Miocic against Francis Ngannou this upcoming Saturday, UFC 260 for the heavyweight title. 111-99, 12-point lead. Milwaukee goes back up by 12. Here it's Kemba. Gives it off to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the move. Jason Tatum trips and looks like we got a foul. No, they don't call it. Jaylen Brown shoots a three-pointer. He drains it. The first time that Boston is within single digits. It is a 9-point game. It is a 9-point game. Smash that like, hit that, subscribe. Here's Middleton with the ball. Middleton dribbles left. Hesitation, comes off right. Middleton shoots the free throw line jumper, puts it in. So Middleton is carrying the Milwaukee Bucks. But the Bucks have actually got to play defense again because they're letting the Celtics back into this game. Milwaukee up by 11, 113-102. Kemba with the ball. Kemba with the dribble. Kemba gives it off to Jaylen Brown, shoots a three-pointer, but he airballs it. I think somebody got a piece of that. Might have been Brook. Here's Middleton. PJ Tucker is in. Middleton takes a step back fade, and he drains another one. Middleton with 29 points. Bucks lead 115-102. Marcus Smart with the ball. Marcus Smart takes a three-pointer, and he drains it. So the Boston Celtics are within 10 again, 115-105. We're at the 5-minute mark remaining. 5 minutes remaining. 10-point lead. Middleton shoots a three-pointer, but it's too strong. And the rebound is off to Marcus Smart. Outlet pass over to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown with the two-hand dunk. It is an 8-point game. Timeout, Mike Budenholzer. Boston was down by as many as 25. It is an 8-point game with 4:51 remaining in this game. This will be a horrible loss for the Milwaukee Bucks, blowing a 25-point lead. And the Boston Celtics come back. The Boston Celtics don't have anything. Nothing. This will be a horrible loss for the Bucks. And remember, the Bucks are on a 6-game win streak. They're 6-0 since the break. Let me see. Green Leprechauns is now starting to go deer hunting. Boston was dead, but they're now starting to wake up. That's Milwaukee's fault, in my opinion. They lost their edge by being too careless. Yeah, see that can't happen, man. Man, so we're on commercial break. Jamie Devon says, just came from a Raptors stream. Everyone is crying, thinking it's Kyle Lowry's last game for the Toronto Raptors. Shout out to Jamie. I think it might be Kyle Lowry's last game. The Raptors said at first they had no plans of trading him, but I'm guessing they're trying to get some kind of value for him just for the fact that they don't think the Raptors are going to go far this season. So I think that's why they're going to trade Kyle Lowry. Think about it, because Fred VanVleet already signed a big contract. They're not going to get rid of him. So they gave him $21 million a season. Serge Ibaka and Marcus Gasol you lost. And then you also lost Kawhi Leonard and you lost Danny Green. You're talking about 5 players that were pieces to a championship team just 2 years ago. We lost all of that. And, that's kind of hard to replace right now. And then the thing is, Pascal Siakam, even though he upped his scoring from last year, he's too one-dimensional. So you really can't. He needs to play with a superstar so that Pascal can play his game as his role. And the thing is, I don't even know if Siakam's even a number 2 because Siakam has been outscored by a lot of Raptor players in the last 2 seasons, even when he improved his play, which is crazy. Anyway, so they're showing the Boston Celtics right now as they've made a comeback. Some of it has been with their three-point shooting. They're forcing turnovers, getting on the break, and getting some easy baskets in transition. Right now, look at this. Celtics have 5 guys in double figures, but check it out. 1 guy off the bench. Tatum's only 5 of 16. Marcus Smart's only 3 out of 10. Kemba Walker's actually played well in the starting lineup. That's a bad sign if he leads your team in scoring, but your 2 stars are struggling. You got to be able to win. Anyway, back to live action. Here is Drew Holiday, puts up the shot. The ball is short. Here come the Celtics. Kemba Walker with the ball. Kemba Walker with the dribble. The Celtics can cut it to 6 or 5. Here's Marcus Smart with the three-pointer. That would have cut it to 5, but he missed the shot. Here's Chris Middleton bringing the ball up, doing the playmaking duties. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Middleton with the ball, gets into the paint. DiVincenzo shoots a three-pointer. Ooh, big shot. He drains it. No Boston Celtic near him. And the Bucks go back up by 11. That is a much-needed shot for the Milwaukee Bucks. DiVincenzo with 17 big points, 5 out of 6 from three-point range. Here's Kemba Walker, shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. And now Chris Middleton gets the rebound. 3:44 remaining in the fourth quarter. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Here's Middleton coming off the screen. Smash that like button, folks. Here is DiVincenzo, gives it over to Drew Holiday in the corner, starts to dribble on Jaylen Brown. Too much dribbling, and he turns it over. Here's Kemba, outlet pass to Jason Tatum. He shoots the three-pointer, and he drains it. I just can't stand that Jason Tatum, all he wants to do is shoot threes. But he makes that one, and it's back within 8. Boston down by 8, 110-118. Here's Chris Middleton with the ball, 3:11 remaining. 10 on the shot clock for the Bucks. He gets double teamed real hard. Tries to pass it. Wow, that's some ball. Somehow gets to DiVincenzo, and then Giannis Antetokounmpo ends up getting fouled by Daniel Theis. How did Middleton get that pass off to DiVincenzo? That should have been a turnover on Milwaukee. I don't know how he got that pass off. Nice pass. And I'll give Jason Tatum this amount of credit. He shot that ball within rhythm and transition. Uh-oh. Drew Holiday is limping. That is not a good sign for the Bucks. Well, it looks like he's going to stay in the game, but that's not a good sign that he's limping, though. Came out with a bit of a limp. Giannis at the free throw line. Misses another free throw. All right, folks, if you're just tuning in, score is 118-110, 8-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. They were up by as many as 25. All right, so in NBA news, John Collins is expected to stay with the Atlanta Hawks. So no trade for Atlanta. They might make a surprise. Giannis makes 1 out of 2. Bucks up by 9, 119-110. So like, hit that subscribe. Here's Kemba Walker with the ball. They give it over to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the dribble gets a tight screen dribble. Takes the free throw line jumper. Can't hit. Rebounds off to Chris Middleton. 2:48 remaining in the fourth. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here's Chris Middleton bringing the ball up. Gives it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then off of Drew Holiday, but the ball is deflected out of bounds by him. And that is going to stay with the with the Milwaukee Bucks. 119-110. Jay says, I hope Cal can compete for another title with another team. Nah, G-Money, there ain't nothing spicy about that P. He's mild P. When he shows consistency, I'll go back to mild P, spicy P again. Jason Tatum gets the basket plus the foul. The Boston Celtics are within 7, 119-112. 2:21 remaining in the fourth quarter after a turnover by the Milwaukee Bucks. Tatum can cut it to 6 and make it a 2-possession game. How psychologically terrible this would be for Milwaukee if they lose this game. Tatum is not having a great game. He's only 6 of 17. 86% free throw shooter, knocks down the free throw. It is a 119-113 game, 2:20 remaining in this fourth quarter. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. There should be more people in here, man, trying to watch this game, man. But anyway, salute to the people who are here watching as well. Chris Middleton with the ball. Takes a jumper. He can't hit. And what do we have? It looks like we're going to have ourselves a offensive foul on Chris Middleton, pushing off. Mike Budenholzer also has to get fired for the Milwaukee Bucks. Anyway, here's Kemba Walker reaching the 2-minute mark. Nobody looks at Kemba, and he knocks down the three-pointer. It's a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game. Giannis with the ball. Giannis dribbles on the left side, starts to dribble, puts the ball on the floor, takes it all the way to the rack, goes up for the layup. Oh man, that's just not good if you're Boston, man. That was too easy for the Boston Celtics. Way too easy. 121-116. They kick it out to Jason Tatum, fakes it. They give it over to Jaylen Brown. Can he cut it to 2 again? Yes, he can. 3-pointer. It's a 2-point game. It is a 2-point game. (121-119). Giannis goes up to the rim, and he gets called for the offensive foul. The Milwaukee Bucks are about to blow a 25-point lead, 121 remaining. It is a 2-point game. Giannis called for the offensive foul. Grant Williams draws the charge. No, sorry, Daniel Tice draws a charge. Unbelievable. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. This will be a terrible, terrible loss for the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to say it again. This will be a terrible loss for the Milwaukee Bucks. So they're going to take a look to see if it was an offensive foul or was it a block. Daniel Theis was moving, even though Giannis kind of lowered his shoulder. The one says, I still believe in you, Milwaukee. Jamie says, OMG, I'm glad I tuned into this one. What a comeback and what a finish. The Bucks, they lost their edge and they got complacent. That's why they're in a nail biter. Boston had no business winning this game. Honestly, they really had no business winning this game. But if they win, you know, that's just the only way I see it. So we got 121 remaining in this fourth quarter. Donovan Mitchell has 3 straight games with 30 points and 5+ assists. That's the longest streak of his career. And like I said before, he's averaging career highs in points per game, 3-point percentage, rebounds per game, and assists per game. But I want to know, what is his field goal percentage? I'm about to look that up on Donovan Mitchell. So we got 121 remaining. And this stream is actually on time with the stream that I have. So I'm hyped about that. Can't get any really good streams these days. Finally got one. Here's Kemba Walker with the ball. Gets the ball back. 2-point game. 1:15 remaining. Kemba inside the tights. Tries to go for the tie. Can't. Oh, who shot the 3? Oh, Marcus Smart shot it, but he missed what would have been the go-ahead basket. The ball is given to Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, they give the ball to Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton gives it off to Brook Lopez. They give the ball over to Drew Holiday. Fizzer form sign. They give it to Lopez. Lopez, wraparound pass to Giannis. They kick it to DiVincenzo. Extra pass to Middleton. Sets his feet. Shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Almost got away with a foul. 41 seconds remaining. Boston can take the lead. Kemba with the crossover. Gets into the paint. He got fouled. They didn't call a foul? Wow. They didn't call a foul on that. Wow, that's crazy. All right, they get the ball to Giannis. Giannis pulls the ball back. 10 on the shot clock. Boston's got to get a stop. Here's Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton shoots it. He tries to lob it into Lopez. They interrupted the pass. 11 seconds. Brad Stevens is not going to call a timeout, or does Boston have no timeouts? They bounce it. Tice. They swing it. Marcus Smart with the dribble. Goes around. Gets into the paint. Blocked by Lopez with 2 seconds remaining. Wow. If Boston wins, this will be the largest comeback of the season. Chicago came back from 25 against Detroit. Gideon, that doesn't count. The Pistons are not a real team. Man, if the Bucks blow this game, they are so lucky that Marcus Smart did not hit that three-point shot. He's been struggling all game long. And it's always like I say, it doesn't matter if you're struggling all night long. Yo, you hit that big shot, you give a team the lead, your night gets forgotten that fast. All right, man, so a timeout was taken with 2 seconds remaining. Boston's got the basketball. Kemba should have been at the free throw line. Shout out to Tyree in the building again, guys. Like the video, man. We got ourselves a close one. Trailed 90-65 in the third quarter, 6:28. They've outscored the Bucks 54-31 the rest of the way. Right now, the point spread is at 240. So, all right, man, 2 seconds remaining. Looking. Marcus Smart looking. Can't find anybody, so he's going to call another timeout. He's going to burn another timeout. Yo, so there's no way that Donovan Mitchell could be an MVP conversation in this case. He is averaging 25 points, which is a career high. Not to go off subject, folks, but the problem that I'm seeing is that he is shooting 37% from three, which is a career high, but he's only shooting 42% from the field. He's shooting very good from the free throw line, 83%. It's actually down from the 86 he shot last year. And his 2-point shooting has actually dipped because last year it was near 50%, but it's down to 46. But this also goes to show you that Donovan Mitchell is a volume scorer, man. He's not he needs to improve in his efficiency. All right, so Boston just wasted another timeout. It's 121-119. 2-point game with 2 seconds remaining. All right, let's see what's going to happen. 2 seconds remaining. Marcus Smart to inbound. Looking. Can't find anybody. They dump it. Oh, but the ball goes off of Giannis's foot with 1 second remaining. That would have ended the game right there. The league average is 38%. Yeah. I don't think Giannis is going to get the MVP because of voter fatigue. They're really pushing Braun to try to get that award. I doubt he's going to get the MVP. All right, they get it open. Ooh, and Daniel Theis misses what would have been the game-winning three-pointer. The Milwaukee Bucks damn near blew a 25-point lead. They damn near lost the basketball game. Daniel Theis with an opportunity to get the Boston Celtics to win this game. And he gets a great look at the three-point line in the corner. And the ball just popped out of that basket a little too strong. He got a great look. It just hit the side of the rim on the other side of the basket. That ball's a little softer. It may have a chance to go in. The Milwaukee Bucks get their 7th straight win on a nail-biter. On a nail-biter. They survive by the skin of their teeth by the score of 121-119. Their defense was absolutely terrible in the fourth quarter. It was absolutely terrible. They turned the ball over way too much. They got complacent. They're just so lucky. Anyway, Chris Middleton, he kind of struggled down the stretch. He started out with 8 points in the fourth, but he kind of struggled. And that's my concern with the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know if they're going to find the consistency to be able to score down the stretch. Chris Middleton started off well, but can he finish well in the fourth quarter? Okay, James Harden will win the award. LOL, bruh. If LeBron still wins this MVP, I'm not watching basketball any longer. That was online. I thought Tice was going to hit that three. Lopez almost fouled him. I think Dame Lillard should win MVP. Dame's so close. Good game. That was a lucky win by the Bucks. Yeah, they got lucky. Oh, it's their 8th straight win? Oh, okay. So they actually won. So they actually won their last game before the break. Okay, I didn't know that because they said that the Bucks have won 6 straight. So this is their 7th straight win. Their 7-0 since the All-Star break. But this is their 8th straight win because they won their last game before the All-Star break. Okay, so that got it. Shout out to Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets says Giannis got to win the MVP and the chip now. The MVP really shouldn't matter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. At this point, it should be the championship. If he's able to get the MVP and win the championship, okay. But what should matter to Giannis more is the championship. Because what is it going to mean if he wins the MVP again, but then he doesn't win the title? You know. So for Giannis, it's got to be the championship. I say the championship and see if he can get Finals MVP. Shout out to Sonny. He says, "Y'all got lucky, Boston. We gave y'all a chance. We gave y'all a chance." No, listen. Yeah, listen. Milwaukee's fortunate to get that win. Shout out to Sonny in the building. Again, guys, make sure to like the video. I didn't expect that game to go the way they did. Milwaukee almost blew a 25-point lead. They could just never be able to tie the game. Again, like the video. Sonny says, "Who do you think the Bucks will get in a buyout tomorrow?" Good question. What do the Bucks need? Let's look at their team. What do the Bucks need? They have Drew Holiday, so they have their playmaker. They really need a reliable scorer. Somebody who's going to be able to score consistently down the stretch. The funny thing with Brook Lopez is he's just good really for spacing the floor, but I really feel like they could use well, if Kawhi Leonard were to join Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, Kawhi Leonard is more consistent. G Money says if Portland could get a top 4 seed, Dame could win MVP. But I have to ask y'all a question. What is what is Damian Lillard doing that is MVP like though? I haven't really got that sense. Stephen A. Smith came out and said Damian Lillard is averaging 30 points per game. That's great. That's great. That's awesome. But what is Damian Lillard? What else is he doing that's really making me think that he's an MVP candidate? I'm not saying he doesn't belong in the conversation. I just don't know if he's. I didn't think about Terrence Ross. That actually would be a good fit because I'm a bit iffy on Evan Fournier. I actually wouldn't even touch that dude because that dude is way too inconsistent for my liking. Way too inconsistent. I don't know if that's actually a good move on, on their part. Make sure to like the video. Brook Lopez to me doesn't really. I know he spaces the floor, but he's not a good rebounder. Also, he's. If you want to really be honest, and when I say it, they could use some athleticism at that big position. Bobby Portis is good. They could really use an athletic big, a guy who could get the rebound of basketball. They are looking to get J.J. Redick, Terrence Ross, Evan Fournier, Nikola Vukovic, Domantas Sabonis, some backup point guard, and some shooters. Wait, the Bucks are trying to get all that? Shout out to my main man, Josh the Goat. He says the Boston Celtics are done. I don't know. They can't really get anything, man. Again, smash that like, hit that subscribe. The Brooklyn Nets are about to play the Utah Jazz next in the doubleheader by the four-letter word, as we call it here. Let me take a look at the comment section real quick. Lou does have a point. I knew Dame would ball out in the regular season, but he does struggle in the playoffs. No, my thing is that it's a regular season award, but I'm just saying, like, what is Damian Lillard really doing any special other than scoring the basketball? Like, is it really having an impact? Because Portland, when I look at them, yeah, they're fourth, but let's be really honest with ourselves. If the Lakers weren't struggling right now, they'd be fifth. Then you have to consider the fact that the Nuggets are struggling themselves and they're not really playing that as well as, and I said that to me, it's like I said before, the Blazers are just really showing me who they've always been. Yo, seems like the Nets play every day. Hey, that's the schedule. But you know what, though? But guess what? They kind of do, but that's because of the way the schedule is set up that way, Josh. But listen, man, the Lakers had less back-to-backs than any team in the NBA. They play more back-to-backs than any team in the NBA in the second half of the season. No James Harden, Kyrie, or Kevin Durant tonight. Listen, if the Utah Jazz do not beat the Brooklyn Nets without Harden, KD, or Kyrie, the Utah Jazz are frauds. I'm saying it right now. If they don't beat any of those three guys with neither one of those, they are frauds. Shout out to Ron with the comment that he just made. The problem is that they get so nostalgic with Dame time that they can't put things into perspective. They get overhyped. Dame hits a long three. Dame time. I ain't trying to hate on Damian Lillard, but I've said it before. When it comes to the postseason, Damian Lillard really shows his true colors. He's rarely played well in a playoff series. He's only played well in maybe 2 or 3 playoff series, but he's been outplayed every single time. Every single time. So when I look at Damian Lillard, I don't care what he does in the regular season. It's about the playoffs. He could win the MVP if he wants to, but is it really impacting the Portland Trailblazers? I'm just like, I don't know, bro. No. Listen. Are the Blazers a playoff team without Dame? Well, you got to think about that for a second. They still got C.J. McCollum. They got Carmelo Anthony. They have Enes Kanter. They are missing Yusuf Nurkic, right? They're missing Zach Collins, correct? They do have Robert Covington. They do have Gary Trent Jr. They have Anthony Simons. But let's think about it. Dame and CJ have really been playing the same way. So ask yourself, the better question is, are the Blazers a championship team? Not if they're a playoff team. Because even with Dame, you still got CJ. The thing is, they may struggle when those guys are in and out of the lineup. But you're looking at two pretty much similar players. It's just one player has more range than the other one. But they pretty much play the same style. So the question you got to be asking yourself is, are they a championship team? Not if they're a playoff team, because they're deep. The Blazers are deep. But they don't defend. They don't have a system that's tailor-made to win in the playoffs. You're absolutely right, Tyree. But that was narrative. That's my point. That was narrative. Didn't you remember what I said? I said that if Russell Westbrook wins an MVP with a 6-seeded OKC Thunder that won because of the triple-double narrative, then I said Kobe Bryant should have been MVP in 2006 when the Lakers were the 7th seed in the Western Conference. That's what I said. I said if we're going to give the MVP out of triple-double sympathy, because let's face it, this era is supposed to be so much better with spaced out offense, but Russell's play style led him to 42% shooting doing a triple-double. Oscar Robertson shot 49% in his triple-double season. And I know what they're going to say. They're going to say, well, the rebounds, they were inflated. They were inflated in Oscar's era. I said, but yo, take a look at the way that Oscar Robertson actually shot the basketball. Oscar Robertson had a smooth touch with his jump shot. Look at the highlights. You see him, and then take a look at the way Russell Westbrook shoots. And I said at one point, Russell had the best mid-range pull-up in the game of basketball at one point. Best elbow jumper. Well, Tyree, we said this a long time ago. What is the MVP? It's a narrative award. I mean, take a look at this season. You got Nick Wright coming out here, who says that even though LeBron James is about to miss the amount of games that Joel Embiid missed, they're trying to give him the Bill Walton treatment. Bill Walton won MVP only playing 58 games, but he was able to play 70% of the games. Keep this in mind as well. The only other player to miss more than 10 games in a season was Allen Iverson back in 2001, but he played 71 games. Bill Walton's the only player that missed more than 20 games in a season to get the MVP in 1978. They're trying to use that for LeBron, as Nick Wright was saying that even though if LeBron misses a chunk of the season, they're saying Joel Embiid doesn't qualify because he's missed too many games. I said, well, LeBron is going to miss 16 games. He took a rest, this season. Think about this, folks. If we were in regular 82, LeBron would have only played 65 games in the regular season. I had LeBron fans trying to give him a sympathy MVP for 2019, and he missed 27 games that year. And his team didn't make the playoffs. That'd be crazy if Giannis wins the MVP for a third straight year, but I think due to voters' fatigue and the media, they're not going to give it to him a third straight year. The funny thing is they brought up the graphic. If Giannis were to win MVP this year, he would be the 4th player in NBA history to win 3 straight MVPs. The only other players to do it, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, and if you look at that Boston Celtic logo in the background, Larry Bird. Larry Bird won 3 straight MVPs in the most stacked position in NBA history in the 80s, small forward. And that's right, Josh. Great point. That's because the players were the ones who voted for the MVP award. But to be honest with you, I don't trust the players today. I don't trust the players today. because some of the dudes will be voting for themselves. You have a certain somebody who feels he's entitled to the award. He said he didn't care about MVPs, but then he should have more. And like I said, if he should have more MVPs, I can name a lot of guys. Wait, G Money, what was Russell Westbrook consistent at though? He was consistent at points, rebounds, and assists, but what else though? What was he really consistent at? The 80s had the best small forwards in NBA history at that time. It was a stacked position. There were a lot of great small forwards that played in the 80s. Well, Russell was their best player, but the thing is, you have to also look at this. G Money. He's their only real shot creator. So I understand what you're trying to say. But the thing is, to be honest with you, imagine if he was playing with talent, he gets a triple-double, but he's not shooting that great from the free throw. I think he shot above 80% from the free throw line. That was before Russ really started to decline in his free throw shooting. The small forward position in the 80s and 90s, man. No. Are you saying, hold on, Tyree, are you saying that the 2010 small forwards are better than the 1980 small forwards, or are you trying to say that the 1980s small forwards are better than the ones from 2010? I mean, let's take a look at the 2010 small forwards. We got Kawhi Leonard, we got Kevin Durant, we got LeBron James, sample size example. And then you look at the 80s, we had what? Dominique Wilkins, we had Larry Bird, we had Mark Aguirre. The thing is, what people need to understand is people really be acting like their forwards from the 80s would not fit great in today's game. It's called adapt. Some of them would adapt. I thought Mark Aguirre was a volume scorer, and I mentioned this before, and then I looked up his numbers. That dude was one of the most efficient players ever. Dr. J, put Dr. J in his prime, Bernard King. Dr. J just really couldn't shoot. So he stayed more in the painted area in that 10 to 15-foot range. But if he was able to shoot and expand his game, Dr. J would be crazy with that athleticism. Bernard King's one of the greatest scorers in NBA history. Underrated. It's just, unfortunately, he had some personal demons. I know he took drugs. I know he had that horrific knee injury. He was able to come back and was able to have an all-star season again. But first of all, CP3, he doesn't have the statistics, but he does have impact. I think he has the best plus-minus in the league. First of all, I mentioned it last night when the Suns were playing the Heat. The Suns have the #1 assist-to-turnover ratio. That's also because Chris Paul is one of the best assist-to-turnover ratio point guards in NBA history. And the Suns are #1 in the league in assist-to-turnover ratio. They don't turn the ball over as much, and they're able to share the ball without really turning the ball over. And I said it before, the Suns were the hottest team in the league. Don't forget Alex English. That's another player. Alex English was another great small forward. Adrian Dantley. I remember played for those Detroit Pistons. I know he played for the Utah Jazz. I know he got traded. I know he got traded for Mark Aguirre because he was traded to the Mavericks. Kiki Vandeweghe, that's right, underrated. Kiki Vandeweghe was underrated. The Nuggets, they just sucked defensively because all they were about, they were just scoring. But in terms of scoring the basketball, I mean, Kiki Vandeweghe was what? I think he was a 4-time All-Star. Oh, okay. Tyree is saying that the 80s and 90s small forwards are not better than the 2000 or 2010 and the 2010 small forwards. You just gave me an idea. I think we're going to have ourselves a video. 80 90s against 2010 small forwards. I'm going to combine them. And make a huge list. I'm going to combine them. We're going to have ourselves a little chat on that. What y'all think about that? So that's what Tyree was saying. Okay. Remember what we say, great players can be great in any era, but according to Tyree, he says, 2000 and 2010 small forwards, they're better than the 80s and 90s small forwards. We definitely could have a debate on that. All right, man. So the Utah Jazz are up 24-10. But okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a stop to this stream. Again, make sure to smash that like. Make sure to hit that subscribe. I truly appreciate you guys for being here on this video. This has been your boy, Lewis Sports Network, telling you bless up, live, laugh, love. We chat together, we stream together with family for life. Got to definitely do that video for in the future. Again, guys, make sure to like, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are always turned on, and make sure you guys are always sharing these videos, man. Have a wonderful night. A lot of times we romanticize the old school. Well, that is part true. And then also, I think we overglorify the new school. That's another thing that tends to happen. Double standard. I'm going to end it with that. So, everybody take care. Have another wonderful night. We'll be back tomorrow with Clippers and Spurs. Might do a stream right before that in terms of this. See if I can find the time. But anyway, guys, have a wonderful night. Be safe, and we'll be back on tomorrow. Take care. And as the Lewis Sport Network always says, I am gone.
Taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot!